Today is a day of days. And those days require joy. Day to day, oh snidabs, my duders. I missed you, my bad. What up? Great, in the All right, let's try this again. Let's refresh this thing since it hates me today. It regularly dislikes me. I'm not a fan of that part. Deactivate. Activate. Illuminate. Deluminate. I love it when my technology hates me. But I really don't. You know what I mean. All right. All right, we're back. Love it. I really don't. I really don't. Galactic hair? Oh no. Did your poop thing print? Half of it did. The little hook. I think I might have needed to put more glue down because it didn't stick, but the big part did. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Blah, 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 blah. Thunder Pump, what's happening? I'm doing well. Met you this past weekend at the Alien War event. Boss, I remember you. How you doing, fam? At least I feel like I remember the name. I don't think you said Thunder Pump.
My name is Thunder Pump.
I don't think I heard that. Oh, but it's funny though. It's funny though. Also, I see you, Imposter. What's happening? We got Spotswood, Darkman Doug, Bearded Sig, Purely Virtual, D-Trick D. We got a lot of cool people here today. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Lala brought me back sushi. Let's go. Let's go. Fanatic, what's happening? How you doing, fam? Banana. Let me make sure that you are who I think you are. Okay, yeah. I remember you. Had to check the profile to make sure I wasn't silly. Is that back when 2-week TDY? Damn. That's kind of wild. Was it at least good? Is everything all right? You good now? I got some spicy tuna rolls. So good. Sorry, simultaneously not sorry, because had the currency and I'm done, and some flying done. Ooh, all right. Yes, sir. All right. I need to get near that soon. Structure. Is on Xbox now though. 14 months in council retirement. Hell yeah. As always, appreciate your service, and I know a lot of veterans are just like, don't thank me for my service. I'm gonna do it anyway. Out of principle. Because you didn't have to. But you did. That is worthy of being grateful. Also, fam, if you are here right now, pop some salutes in chat. We gotta show our appreciation for the things. Cause reasons. Oh. Let go. Let go. Let's see, how much is it to get 44.5? Okay. Okay. That's a lot. Nah. Do I want to test that? Not really. I'm looking at some other ships in a different game. They're super interesting. Dang, that's fancy. The time has come for more Star Citizen. Why? Because we must. We shall. We will engage. All right, let's go. All right. Let's open the game. What's your favorite Minecraft block? That's like individual block types? That's a good question, because, man, I don't even know. How's jail, criminal? I don't know. We're about to find out in a minute if I'm still in jail. Because I was hoping that we'd be out by now. Spicy tuna is delicious. Do I have enough ginger for the last 3 that I have? I'm gonna make it work. You should be able to walk out. It was like 2 hours yesterday left. But that's supposed to be 2 hours in game time. So, like, I don't know. It's gonna be a hard sell. Do I play on Xbox? I do. When the moment strikes, when the need requires. Like, I could play Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, but Hellblade is also a PC. It's like a PC and Xbox kind of thing. So I could, with Game Pass, install it on PC. And I still am trying to figure out the right block, the right Minecraft block. I want to say just diamond out of principle, because diamond is fancy. You can log off at the time. Oh, really now? Perfect. So then we get to just get in and dip. And then keep the 8K that I had laying around. And then do some more missions. I feel like I don't play enough on Xbox to make that ad worth it, imposter. And also, to be fair to the way that we've been doing it for years, typically if I add people, it's after they subscribe on Twitch. Just because the subscription on YouTube is not the same. And we don't have the level of subscription on YouTube yet. We got to get more
subscribers
and watch time. Actually, we have the subs we need. We just need more watch time. We need a lot more people to watch on the tubes that belong to you and me and everyone, to be able to unlock the super support, whatever, I don't know what they call it. It's not subscriptions, because subscriptions on YouTube are not as hard. Part of me is like, even though we should be able to walk out, do I still want to go mine something just for funsies? I don't know. Come on, let go. Let me in. Let me in, game. Quit playing. That's about a sushi gone. Let go. Almost dropped this. I'm gonna throw this away, Burb.
Thanks to our award-winning Kleisher Cares program, a percentage of all of your hard work goes towards helping those less fortunate. Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of right.
Hey, I knew I was gonna come back and we'd be here. I knew it. Getting the ironclad military version to make my ironclad draws. I mean, when did they even announce it officially? Have they? I know it's Anvil Day, so hopefully we get to get up out of here and go check out the Anvil stuff.
Hello and welcome. You have been placed in a Kleisher.
Or are we talking leaks? Because I saw people talking about the ironclad, but I wasn't sure if that was a thing that Sig had come out and talked about. In the Inside Star Citizen. Damn it! I meant to watch that today. All right, so if we walk out, perfect. Hey, you are eligible for release. Report to inmate processing to complete your sentence. Perfect. So we go get processed out of here, and then we dip. And then we dip. Then we dip. Then we dip. Hey, especially with them two glorious, ginormous turrets. I need to look it up. Drake, pocket carriers are us. I mean, that sounds about right.
Attention, attention.
He does track for Drake.
Attention towards the front gates.
Escape. This literally is Idiocracy with the turret on the roof and everything.
Good luck back in the world, civilian.
He ain't had to say civilian all like sarcastic. Civilian? Like, bro, calm down. Civilian? The chip she dip, we dip, right? I put my hand up on this ship. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Do we immediately just get boosted to Everest Harbor? Childish? Childlike? At least they removed my crime stat. I was concerned. I was about to be mad for a minute. I was like, come on, man. Like, we not a criminal. Don't treat me like a common criminal. I don't require treatment like a common criminal. I don't appreciate it at all. Bah, 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 bah. Woo! I don't appreciate being treated like a common criminal. How disrespectful to me and mine. Wait for a moment. Oh. Get this helmet off of my face. I don't appreciate it. I'm trying to talk to you like a boss, and you're talking about blah, 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 helmets, blah, 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 blah. Rude and disrespectful. I don't appreciate it. I love the mocap. FOIP is my fave. If you couldn't tell, FOIP is my favorite thing. It is the best a part of Star Citizen. Hands down, no questions. I'm not gonna front. They better not call me civilian after finishing the Squadron 42 campaign. Be like, I'm a citizen. I served. Put respect on my service and my name. I understand completely. I understand wholeheartedly. That's just the way it's supposed to be. Like, don't disrespect me like that. Don't disrespect me like that at all. It's not nice. It's not cool. I don't appreciate it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Yes, and please, and thank you. No, don't disrespect. Put some respect on my name. All right, now's the time where we tab out so that we can see this inside Star Citizen that I meant to look at initially, because who's silly? Me. That's it. I'm silly. So, let's go ahead and check out this new Inside Star Citizen. 16 minutes. They're probably going to yeet me from the server, but I mean, it happens. We get yeeted from servers on occasion. So, let's get it. When are you going to make merch? I need to actually get my merch squared away because we have a shop. It's going to be on the fourth wall. We just need to actually make gear. Like, I can put my logo on some coffee mugs right quick just to have something up there, but I feel like people want more than just a logo on coffee mugs. So I think I should probably like start the process of putting some gear up there. And really, tell you what, if we have any designers in the squad, on the Night Corps, right? Whoever designs a tee based on the logo, that is bomb. I will buy you that tee. And obviously I'll pay you for your time. No AI generated nonsense. Because I don't want my logo in AI. You can dual screen it so we can watch with you. Don't mind seeing that military ironclad. Also props to Lando being hip to the Kendrick beef. He learned design from the best. I mean, if you a boss, fam. If you a boss, hook it up.
It's part 2 of our Invictus Launch Week coverage as we look beyond the event to the new offering being unveiled at this year's Drake DefenseCon. The far superior brand excluded from the usual Invictus festivities because it's too damn cool.
True fact.
I said it, and I'm tired of pretending it's not true. Drake for life.
These sentiments were recorded in April before that rap beef stuff, and Disco would like it known that K. Dot is king.
Oh, that's what's up, TBH. That's what's up. Also, same big fan of Full Sail. I gotta rewind that out of principle. That was great.
Too damn cool.
I hope somebody clipped that.
It, and I'm tired of pretending it's not true.
Successful.
I was
Drake for life.
These sentiments were recorded in April before that rap beef stuff, and Disco would like it known that K. Dot is king. Hashtag Westside. Also, that David is the best. Woohoo.
Hashtag Westside. Oh my God, that was great. That was fantastic. Oh my Lord. Hashtag Westside. Good Lord.
Now we resume the program.
No, all right.
Clip successful.
Appreciate you, Dietrich. TBH, I was unaware of this. Off top of the head. Like, I might have known ages ago. I gotta look at your profile now, because I might know, and I'm not sure anymore, because what is my brain?
Let's force John Crew to talk
get
about
back
it
to
now.
this.
So in the Star Citizen universe,
K-Dot is king.
we have a lot of cargo ships.
All right, let me pause that. Let me go back to the game just so that we can do this real quick. Like, oh, it's magic. You know, baby, can we believe it's not so? That's all I wanted to do.
They're sort of concentrated around the lower end of cargo hauling, sort of the low hundreds, SU and below.
Oh my goodness.
And the very high end where there's multi-thousands. There's a mix of cargo ships which have their cargo on the inside, ones on the outside like the Hull series. And we really wanted to bring something different where it's sort of...
Welcome back,
it's right
facial
in the middle.
hair.
It's a nice progression step and facilitates both internal and external loading of cargo, which is where the Drake Ironclad comes in.
Hey, yo! I recognize that face now. All right, bet. That's what's up, man. Good to see you. It's been a long time, fam. Also, who didn't think ActionScript was the future? To be fair, let's be real, because ActionScript was way too good. It was way too good. Just good. ActionScript was great, and somehow Flash murdered themselves. I don't know how. During April Fools, they did the janitor vehicle type thing, and unironically, I would love that gameplay. You Are Not Alone, Storm. When it launched, when I saw that video, I was like, I need it. How'd you fare with the storms? Not too bad. We seem to be good out here. I don't want to crack it anymore. Not stressing trying to get one anymore. Ironclad looks amazeballs. Okay, Apple murdered Flash. True. I forgot about that. Did you see Temple? I did not. What happened in Temple? Good Lord. Any good ships for sale during the event? If you want to get ships, there's always something available in stars. 4-star citizen during events. Ezekiel, that's not even a question. Like, if you're wanting a ship, there's going to be something for you. If you like missile boats, the Firebird, Thunder Cougar Falconbird is now available in a Saber variant. It's a 12 missile, just dump 12 missiles down. It's nice. Tornado plunked the whole town. Damn. Oh, that sucks. Flash is called Animate now, and it's used for making animated videos like Jaden Animation. That actually tracks, because I felt like at the time, more people were using it for like Newgrounds animation type stuff than dev work, so it makes sense. And I felt like it was, what's the name of the interface? Tool. Star Citizen uses it for ages. A bunch of places were using it. I'm gonna remember the name later, but it was Scaleform. Yes, exactly. Scaleform was the thing. Thank you for, man, my brain was just like,
What is the thing?
I knew it. And couldn't forget it. Can't wait for the Polaris to get to interior. I feel like they're deep in work on that. Quiz number 1. Who's the main enemy of Star Citizen? We're talking about the Vandal. You were a Scaleform dev? Oh, well then, yeah, you know. Also, big love to all of the like Flash, ActionScript, Scaleform devs out there. Because Scaleform still is a thing. It's still out there. Not as much, but it's still out there. Like moment of silence. Oh, they had a video of a fire truck up in a house. Pull a house off another house.
Next step up for Drake cargo ship. It kind of builds on what the Caterpillar brings, but in
the idea of pulling a house off another house definitely means it's time to take a quick moment of silence. So we just had to knock that out real quick, because that's the concept of it is wild to me. Suggestion for a good ship is for a solo player. I would highly recommend if you haven't gotten into Star Citizen, there's one ship that I feel like takes the cake. That is my recommended ship. It is either the Aegis Avenger Titan or the Drake Cutter. Now, considering we're watching a video on the Ironclad, you may want to consider the Cutter. In my Zero to Hero account, in my Smurf account, I have a Cutter. The Avenger Titan is the ship that the Cutter wants to be. I do feel like the Cutter has probably a larger gas tank, but if you are a solo player and you want a ship that is multifaceted and has the ability to do more things, the Avenger Titan is probably the ship you want to go with. Yes, you could go with the Aurora MR just to get started in there. While the Aurora MR is good, the Avenger Titan has 2 ways to get inside the vehicle. The Aurora MR has essentially 2 doors, driver and passenger doors, but like there's only one cockpit. There's only one seat. So like, either way, it just gives you the chance to hop in either side. The Avenger Titan has a cargo hold that you can open up the cargo hold ramp, walk in through there, and then there's a little area in between the cargo hold and the cockpit that's like your bed's in there, like a microwave's in there, so you can lay down and sleep in the ship. I know the Aurora has one, but it's like behind the cockpit. It's like a bed that you get out of if you get out of Port Olisar, or not Port Olisar, If you wake up in a dorm in one of the stations, it's gonna have that little tube that you have to like scoot yourself out of. Nah, that's not. That's what you get out of in the Aurora MR. In the Avenger Titan, it's a bed. It's like a side bunk. You just hop out the side and you're good. As you want to make hot pockets, exactly. Made in the Fed Corvette. I mean, if you're talking about Elite, good job. If you're talking about the Fed Corvette, I feel like ships in Star Citizen that are closest to that, I feel like would be something like a Hammerhead. But the Hammerhead, like the difference in between Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen is that in Elite, you have a ship that massive that you can pilot yourself and you can use all the weapons yourself fantastically. In Star Citizen, it's meant as an MMO to have those massive ships be playable by multiple people. So you could have a massive ship like a Hammerhead and drive it and fly it and be fine, but like there are multiple turrets that you will not be able to use that will go unused in a firefight. I feel like if you were looking at something like the Corvette, I would say to hop into a Drake Buccaneer and keep it pushing because the Buccaneer will
Wreck face.
But a lot of people get caught up in like, oh, you can buy ships for this game. Don't worry about that. Just get yourself a starter ship and then do missions in game, do box missions with the Avenger Titan, and upgrade your ship in game. Easy game. Matter of fact, I will try to do that today. I'm gonna use the Avenger Titan or a cutter, and then we're just gonna do missions with the Lobby ships. Boo! I don't think it's a bad thing. Facial hair. You've seen the Corvette when fully loaded with lasers. Vet go. Brrr. I mean, to be fair, that would probably. I would suggest a Corsair. But again, you never have to spend money on a Star Citizen ship outside of your starter pack. I know a lot of people are like,
I hate the fact that you can buy more.
it's a Kickstarter, fam. Kickstarters operate like that. In Kickstarters, you can buy stuff. Let me put this back on real quick. How dare you? Wait a minute. There we go. In a Kickstarter, you can continue to support a project after that project, or not after. Like, you can pay, boom. This is the base level to get the thing. Northern Tech Hermit with the 25 for the kids. Appreciate you, Northern Tech Hermit. Thank you much. Thank you much. The difference between Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous is 6 letters. So you need to know. Play games. 6 letters. That's great. Basically, when I play Elite, people give me money or they get deleted. Money, cargo. I mean, you could do that in Star Citizen too. Pirates exist. Except on Star Citizen, if you really wanted to, when they put the Legionnaire in, you'll be able to take people's doors off. Take their engines down, take their doors off, or open their doors for them, and then clear the whole ship. That's a level of gameplay that Elite does not have. That I look forward to when it happens in Star Citizen. All right.
The Drake Ironclad
That Hatchbuster,
is a
yes.
6-person
And I have one. I backed it the minute that I saw it. I was like, we are a bounty hunting and security providing organization. We need to be able to take doors down.
multi-crew armored freighter. A large proportion of the ship is dedicated to the
That's
cargo
too
bay
big, though.
at the front of it. which
Also,
has
Loki,
both a
hold
front
on.
ramp for
Loki,
to the
that is a cool ass thing that I've seen. I don't think I've seen them animate concept art like that before in these videos.
armored freighter.
Hold on for this. Like, watch. I'm gonna put the mouse right at the tip of that shadow. Watch that ship go up on the left-hand side, and then watch this.
A large proportion of the ship is dedicated to the cargo bay at the front
Look
of
it.
it, which has both.
I don't think I've seen them
loading
animate
and unloading cargo and small vehicles.
I don't think I've seen them animate concept art before in these. Like, oh, no such thing as too realistic imposter. It's an industrial invasion boat. It is.
On the ground, as well as a retractable roof for doing that.
Retractable
in space with EVA as well.
Real tight entrances to cargo ships doesn't necessarily lend itself to when you're out in deep space and you're trying to quickly.
This is zooming in. Flash Play will be proud of that, right? That's very much a flash move. Blank, I'm good. How about you, fam? Let's go with you.
Entrances to cargo ships doesn't necessarily lend itself
Look at
to
this.
when you're out
That
in
whole
deep space
thing.
and you're trying
It's-
to quickly.
Oh, it just dawned on me, fam. This is the Cuddy Black's big brother. This is the Cuddy Black's dad. Because look, it's got the same little like points off on the sides and the front. The same like little things over here on the sides with the cockpit in the middle. This is literally the Cutlass's dad.
Don't you talk to me or my son ever again.
That's all this is. If you took a Cutlass Black and you gave it a magic mushroom, it would turn into this. Oh, that's great.
Move some cargo.
That's
from
great.
one
Well, you know,
person's
we're talking
ship
about
into your
the.
ship.
Oh man, we're looking at the Inside Star Citizen where they're talking about the Ironclad, the new ship from Drake.
Stream clip successful.
Appreciate you, Dietrich. Big Brother Daddy, we kind of ship breeding we got here. I was gonna say Big Brother, and it was like, no. This is the dad, because the Big Brother is like, I'll beat you down. You talk to my little brother like that. But like, I feel like there's gonna be a ship in between this and the Cuddy Black that is similar. But like, this is the Cuddy Black on a Mario mushroom. Pledging for this ship as soon as Drake Defense Con goes active on Saturday. I need to know how much it is, because I can't afford it, but I will look at CCUing something. I might CCU for something. Give him props for PowerPoint effects after I get the Zeus in here.
Really, you
Fair.
want as much kind of access to be able to do that as you possibly can. So by having
Good
this kind
God.
of much larger opening on top of the ship, it allows us to kind of bring cargo
That
in
thing
much
is huge.
easier.
So its role being a sort of armoured freighter comes from two distinct ways. One, the cargo itself is more protected. It's within the cargo bay that has the armoured roof section that covers it. So unlike, say, a Hull C where the cargo's on the outside, you can load it from the outside but then protect it with the Ironclad.
It's also
Good God,
more
that's
heavily
great.
armoured than the Caterpillar, so it kind of gives a little bit more security to your kind of precious cargo.
The exterior, very classic Drake brutish styling, a whole lot of engines and a lot of framework and quite thin
This is
structural
literally-
elements support the
I like
rest
the
of
hashtag
ship.
Cuddy
Very
Daddy. This is the
bare
Cutlass's
bones
dad.
styling. It doesn't have lots of nice padding. It's all there.
I need to make that as an
exposed,
image
and
before
it's really
somebody
just
else does.
Sort of rugged and to the point. So the Ironclad
Print
is
screen.
really three distinct areas. You have all the accommodation.
3
in the
variants
rear
already?
Sort of third of the ship. The front 2/3 is
All right, Northern Tech Hermit, you got to let me know. One, thanks again for donating $25 to the kids. That brings us to $12.75. We are $725 away from our ultimate goal of 2 G's for the children this month. But like, have you seen somebody already put the hashtag Cuddy Daddy Northern Tech Hermit, or did that first happen in here? I see my Pisces there, right? That Pisces been through it though. Look at them bullet holes though.
really just this cargo
That
bay
Pisces
with the
been through
front
it a little bit.
entrance and the retractable roof. And then you have the command module, which has seats for
Just
the
went
crew,
with it. Hey, I
plus a few
appreciate it.
little jump seats for.
I'm gonna
everyone
claim
else.
Cuddy Daddy as
Command
ours.
module is there to steer the ship when it's attached, and the command module serves as the escape
If they don't put a picture in this concept art with the Cutlass Black nearby, I'm gonna be big mad.
pod as well. The only time you really want to detach it is in an
The
emergency.
Herald.
It's
Huh.
not designed to be your sort
Is that
of
the Herald?
primary ship.
No, the
flying
Herald
around.
is different. What is that? What ship is that? Hold on. What ship is this? What is this? What ship is this? I do not have a P.O. Box facial hair. I was thinking about getting one, but that's the command module? Yo!
Escape pod as well. The only time you really want to detach it is in an emergency. It's not designed to be your sort of primary ship flying around.
It kind of gives you a little bit of a get out of jail free card.
Fam, they took the moves that they made with the Connie and having the P-52 as a snub fighter to come off of that. And this is the first ship that I've seen that has a command module, aside from the Caterpillar, because I don't even think I've seen the Caterpillar do it, that like, hey look, this is a thing.
Thank you for the follow.
There's a thing that exists. Blah, 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 blah. Abernathy, appreciate the follow.
If you're transporting
Yeah,
stuff
detach
that's quite
it.
valuable, quite sought after in maybe
Drake
some of
Caterpillar?
our
No.
less
This is the
desirable
Cuddy Daddy.
systems, what it
the
allows
Cuddy
you to
Daddy.
do
I
is
can't
kind
help
of have a little bit of security. So if you're getting attacked or you're,
It's
you know,
the
getting
Cuddy
yourself
Daddy.
into
There's
trouble,
no other way to
if
call
you
it.
wanna save yourself, you can kind of jettison your cargo and try and get out of Dodge and kind of get out of
Exclamation
safety.
charity.
And I
Like
think
what you
that's
got.
like a really important
Eyes,
thing
what
as
up?
you get closer to Death of the Spaceman.
With some of the recent tech that's come online, this
Hey, Northern Tech Herman with the Submarino. Appreciate the 6 months of sub support. This is the way. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hope you're well. Started playing Star Citizen right before 3.23. Spent 1,000 hours in Elite, loving Star Citizen so far. Rolling around a Mark II Hornet Hill.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the verse. Also, like, I've also put in something like at least 800 hours into Elite. I still love being a voice pack in Elite. It's pretty nice. I need to fix the Apollo command so that it works in Streamer Bot because I've turned off all the other bots. Right now, until we get the Stream PC upgraded, we not worrying about all these other bots because it's already like,
I'm tired. I'm doing too much.
it's like, all right, cool. I get it. I understand. So I'm trying to be easy. on the stream PC. So we don't have as many bots up as we would like, but they work. Have I started messing with my voice attack in Star Citizen? I have not. I know it exists. I just have not, because Star Citizen changes their keybinds often enough that I don't want to get used to any keybinds. Like literally 3.23 came out. The jumps into Quantum are not the same. So I'm trying, like, I haven't played with a flight stick in Star Citizen in years. I'm trying not to. And yes, I am the voice of Apollo. Let me see. HCS voice packs. HCS, you will find me, Apollo, available for download at the hcsvoicepacks.com. Why did I put the L? So boom. Hey, there's an Apollo for Star Citizen, and if you haven't seen Apollo, performed by, hey, I know that guy. Kareem with the hundo for the kids. Appreciate you, Kareem. Thank you very much. But yeah. This is my voice pack. And this was my launch video for Apollo. Like, when I tell you that I have been excited about Apollo, you will understand, if you haven't seen it, why I was excited when this was the launch for my first voice acting performance. Opinions on Color Purple, I have not seen a new one, but I feel like the Color Purple is an example of toxic masculinity in society when combined with the patriarchy toward women in general. One line alone from that movie explains my point. You told Harpo to beat me, but I'll kill him dead. That's alone. The actual Color Purple? I was talking about the what? Oh, you talking about the actual Color Purple? It's glorious. Like, I love it. Drake just went, hey, I heard you like putting ships inside other ships. Put your cutlass on the ironclad while the ironclad dock on the Kraken. My brain immediately heard that and was about to go to a possible Kendrick lyric in response. And then I'm glad that I read the rest of it because my brain was silly. But,
Apollo,
I'm here.
you're first officer.
I'm first officer?
Well, yes.
Are you putting me in charge?
I think it suits you.
This will be fun. Crew recall. Kate?
Just give me a moment.
Really? Kate? Now, please.
Please hold, caller. Your call is important to us, but we are eating Whatsits right now and don't want to get cheese dust on the controls.
I'm the first officer. I'm the first officer. Hey! Do the first officer dance.
All right.
Let's go!
Orion,
Yes.
shall I pour us a stiff drink?
Yes. I will bring this up. I've been the voice of Apollo for years. Like this pack came out years ago. It was my first official like voice acting work. And HCS is a site that literally does stupid work with voice attack. It's a company that has been releasing voice packs for Elite. They got voice packs for Helldivers 2 now. So like there's No Man's Sky, Aviator, X4 Foundations, Elite Dangerous. Like they make voice packs for voice attack. If you've never used voice attack, Fluffball, welcome back. 97 months of sub support.
This is the way.
97 months? That's a long time, fam. Appreciate you. But yeah, voice attack is the best. I cannot play Elite Dangerous without voice attack. That is how deep the voice attack hole went. Because while you're jumping in Elite, even if you're playing with a flight stick, you have to remember so many keys to do things. But being able to say engage jump, and then hear something say, hey, cool, confirming jump engage, and it presses the button to engage a system jump. Yes, I've been great. Nebo, how about yourself? That's so fire with a flex. It is. It feels good, man. It feels good. It feels real good. But yeah, like William Shatner is the voice of Orion. So imagine the first thing I ever did for voice acting. The release trailer for it was with the voice of the OG Captain Kirk. Come the on. That was William Shatner saying yes. Like if you've watched Star Trek, you know William Shatner's voice. That was him. So like, welcome to voice acting with one of the most widely known sci-fi actors in the history of sci-fi. Come on. So if you can't imagine my excitement for that, not sure why Twitch auto-canceled that. Twitch auto-canceled a bunch of subs. I had to resub to Ko and Daniel the Demon. Those are the two that if I didn't continue, I would have had to restart all of it. And then even still, my streak is gone. My streak has not been continued. He's Shakespearean trained. Yeah. I'm glad to hear you've been good, Nebo. Appreciate you. Do I trust those websites that give you a key for Steam? I typically don't. Like, it depends on which website you're talking about. If you're talking about like something like keymailer.co or like terminals.io or what's another one? It's going to come to me. Rainmaker. Like, there's a lot of keys as streamers or entertainers that you can go get keys from. I do not typically trust sites like G2A, Kinguin, just because there's too many people who get codes that are codes. It's a gray market, essentially. They'll get codes that are unacceptable, essentially. Like, they'll be places that, like, it might be solid in general, but it's the principle of having the gray market that exists. Because if you don't know what the gray market is, it is people who get keys from developers to play games. And then they sell them. That is why I typically avoid places like G2A or Kinguin. Because that would be like me reaching out to a dev saying, hey, give me a bunch of keys for your game so I can give it away to my community. And then selling the keys. These developers are giving keys to people to promote their game, not sell. And a lot of places do that. So I try to avoid places that do that, which is why typically that site was even banned in chat. If I had a different bot up, that would have got timed out, Japo. Partially because of the possibility of it. And as somebody who taught game design, I don't feel comfortable with the idea of sending people to a site that, even though the site is legit, and if you buy a key that somebody put up there that they got from a dev, and that key then gets removed from your account, you can reach out to that site and then say, hey, look, I got a key that was rude. They'll give you another one. But the problem is, or refund it, but like that's the problem in and of itself. I don't like the idea of, because it doesn't support developers. That means somebody's getting paid for something that doesn't support the dev team that made it. That's like an artist. That's like people stealing artists' work and then making t-shirts and stuff from it. And it's like, you're doing something with work that wasn't approved by the original artist that is making you money. And you just downloaded an image online to do it. Can you see where I'd be frustrated with that as somebody who taught people how to... I taught people HTML, CSS, PHP, web design, graphic design stuff, and then I taught people how to make video games. As somebody who's been on the other side of that, I don't like the concept of people making money off of something that they didn't do. And flipping the bird to the people who did, essentially. That's all. I understand where you're coming from. It diminishes the people who made games. Yeah. And I feel like that's one less sale that company got that directly supports the developers that made the game. That was a bold move, Big Mike. It was a very bold move. Let me go back to the game real quick so we can move around. Oh, no, I knew I was gonna get disconnected at some point. I took too long. Oh well. We were still in the dorm bedroom. I think my heart is 3 times too small, but I'm not seeing the issue. What do you do for work? I'll try to find a way to explain it in terms that directly affects what you do. It'll make a lot more sense. And yes, I'm waiting. Search it up and it'll pop up. What was the question from Corey? I missed that. What site did y'all get this game? Literally, robertspaceindustries.com. IT Custom Solutions. Okay. So if you developed a platform for an end user to handle most of their IT stuff through a dashboard, if you developed it yourself, and here's your custom solution on how to handle IT for your organization right here. That customer then takes the work, and it was like you gave it to them on a trial basis. Hey, look, here's this key, or here's this key to this software that you can use. They took your code, they took your dashboard, they reverse engineered it, and then sold it to people for less than what you would sell it, but they're selling it to people. How does that feel? Now, mind you, that may not be exactly what you're doing in IT Custom Solutions, but that's the first example that I'm thinking of. So you give somebody something to try out as a customer for their solution, they reverse engineer it and sell it to other people. You know, Imposter, the fact that you're here at all is an honor. I appreciate the fact that you would hop back. That happens so often, maybe I'm just desensitized. Right, but that's the thing. Is it cool that it happens? Are you okay with it happening? If you have legal recourse to stop them from doing that, would you take it? And that's the core of the question. You spent how many hours making a thing that somebody took and are selling to other people, not giving you any of the profit that you should be getting because you're selling it for $60. They're selling it for 12. You get none of the money they make. But all of it relies on their original version that they got from you still remaining on their servers. So would you revoke their access to it? Or would you let them keep using that software that you gave them to try for free? They figured out a way to reset the time, so it just continually resets, but you can revoke their access with the click of a button on your dashboard since you did create it and give them access to it with a key. You can revoke that key. Would you? And therein lies the key. If you would, then that's just what developers do when they find out that somebody that they gave a key to promote their game and showcase on their YouTube or Twitch or Kick or whatever platform they're on or TikTok, they revoke that key. The person who bought it doesn't know that that's how they did it. They didn't know that they got access to this. They just thought like, man, I can get that for $12 and not 60. Let's go. I don't think it's too much thought. I feel like it's a simple thing because if I made something and I gave somebody free access to use it and try it and they sold it, but it's still based on the one that they have installed in their initial server, like all of those other mini servers are touching back to that primary. Of course I'm revoking their access to it because then I, as the developer, get no money from that. Something I put out hundreds of hours into creating. I get no money from them selling to hundreds of people. Is that fair? Nah. And that's why I say it's not too much thought, because if you did it, if you made a thing and somebody is selling access to a thing that is a lesser version of it, but I mean, it's the same tool, but like they are reselling it and you didn't give them access to resell it. That's easy. The solution to the fact that those sites are going to keep selling switch keys in the marketplace even without me buying, but at least I can control my actions on it. That is my belief on it, eyes. Sometimes the items are hard to get, but you can get it from a reseller. So everyone likes resellers. Yeah, but if it's something physical like shoes, you got to buy the shoes in the first place. You got to buy kicks to resell kicks. Now, I feel like I dislike the resale market because like I'm not a big Nike dude, but I know a lot of people who are big into the Air Force Ones and the custom variants of such. You can't even buy them kicks no more because the Nike will only make a certain amount of them because they know they're going to sell out immediately rather than flooding the marketplace. And the people who buy them immediately are going to resell them for double or triple the money. They don't get paid. Perhaps I'm too selfish for this discussion. I mean, would it not be the selfish thing to do to revoke their access to the tool that you gave them for free? Yes, all of these things happen in the world. There's lots of things that happen in the world that we can see, that we know happens, that we may or may not do anything about. But if you have control over the ability to affect change, at least on your small level, and it's affecting your bottom line, wouldn't you? I know I would. I would have no problems revoking their access to a tool that I gave them that I spent hundreds of hours making that they're reselling. I would have no problems. No problems at all. Why isn't SIG sending a cease and desist? We're not talking about SIG right now. Levan G fan, welcome back.
Appreciate you.
My name is. What up, Levan? How you doing, fam? Go follow Levan G fan. You know the rules. You see a check him out. Levan G fan is right there in chat.
Do the thing.
Hit that man with a follow. Yeah, this conversation has nothing to do with SIG. We're talking about somehow we got onto the G2A earlier, and that was just me talking about G2A.
Stream clip successful.
Appreciate you, Dietrich. That just happened to me. I tried to get a new shoe drop last week and it sold out within seconds, so I had to pay almost double. That part. What? It's not your bad situation. There's nothing to say my bad about. Sometimes blah, blah. Everyone likes having people that like that because ultimately it will be cheaper sometimes. Yeah, but still. Like my thing is, I'm a firm believer in if I made something, I want to get paid for it. So if a developer spends how many hours making a game, the artists who made anybody who helped make the skins, anybody who helped make the audio, anybody who helped code the engine, anybody who helped make the UI, anybody who made any part of that game. A lot of companies get bonuses based on game sales. So if somebody doesn't buy a game from them and they then buy a key, that the company gets 1,000 free keys to the game for marketing purposes. People are selling those marketing keys, which means that that's one less person marketing the game because they're getting free keys. None of that is cool. Because then the people who helped make it get the short end of the stick. Maybe they're not getting a bonus because 3 or 4 other people were like, man, I figured I'd spend this. Like, also, for a brand new game that's still $60, if people are reselling for $55 instead of $60, that $5 is enough of a difference for people to not spend the $60 at the primary site. So if somebody got a key for nothing and they're charging $55 for it, yeah, the site that they sold it on was going to take their cut, but that $50 for doing zero work, and the developers don't get paid because those were marketing keys. I feel like that's where it becomes interesting. Wouldn't resellers be in violation of TOS and then have the company have the right to revoke it? Yeah, and that's literally what we're talking about. Because when companies find out that people resold keys, they revoke access to those keys. And the people who bought the keys then have to go back to the original source site and ask for the key or a refund for the key that they bought that got heated. And either they can replace it,
Broad as one step.
or they refund it. And for a customer, how much does that suck? I bought this and I can't play it anymore. Of course you're going to go to the site mad. Like, bro, I bought this key from you. Fix it. Either they're going to give a key that they paid for, full price, or they're going to refund it. So that's why, like, I don't discuss gray market on Star Citizen. I don't discuss sites like G2A for the most part, but this is why. Because it's a deep conversation that requires a lot of not even requires a lot. It has a lot of gray areas. If you're okay with those gray areas and the chance that you take with it, that's a personal thing. If not, you got to do what feels right. Like, I scroll through TikTok all the time, and I'm seeing one of the things that I see a lot because I do a lot of gaming stuff is people coming out with like, oh, I got this cool looking, this Game Boy looking thing that has all the games on it. And it's like, the legalities of emulators are already in a tough spot. But in the off chance that these companies decide to start selling these games through an official emulator, how less than stellar is it for me to send people to go buy an emulator that they don't get any money? Somebody just made hardware and they were just like, hey, look, we got these emulators for free. Let's just load these free emulators that we got onto a ton of little hardware that we're paying money for. So we just got free software to play all a bunch of stuff. Like, that's a lot of gray area that I don't want to engage with. So we don't talk about gray areas. We don't talk about emulators. We don't talk about sites like G2A. We don't talk about the gray market in Star Citizen, because the gray market in Star Citizen is somebody who already bought the game. Of course, it's nice to be able to sell your ship to somebody, but like that's a one-time thing. Unless you sell the whole account. Are people making accounts to do that? That's a lot of extra work for nothing. Like, no, this is too much. And if you want to get a ship and support something like Cloud Imperium, just buy the ship. Or don't and then just upgrade your ship in game. We could have this conversation all day.
Implementing command modules properly.
But there's a lot of
so not only
intricacies involved.
Detachable command module feature on the Ironclad,
and I feel like people don't want to talk about this the whole day because we could.
Interior-wise, you've kind of got 2 entrances onto the ship. You can either enter via the command module, and that takes you straight into a kind of corridor section. It's kind of like almost like a mezzanine. You can either go up to the.
I feel like duping. If you're talking about duping like boxes or like cargo, that's an exploit in a game. I don't know about getting banned, but like they're taking advantage of something that is broken in the game that the developer should fix. Luckily, we are still in an alpha state in this game, so I don't think it's a thing of banning people who are using exploits, because if the exploits get you more money, which gets you more ships, which gets you more gameplay, that's just taking advantage of something that hasn't been patched yet. I don't think banning somebody's account because they're doing that is viable. I think that's unfair. But like, if you can look at their logs of financial transactions, these are the things that we see that you got from duping. That, revoke that money. That seems fair. Revoking their access to the game, nah. Love DJ's education time, appreciate you. Just wipe the money. Exactly, just wipe the money. Like, oh, you got this money from cheating? Bet. What money? If I may quote a Lil Wayne line, too much money ain't enough money. You know Sig listening, fam, what money? And the what money is literally Sig, like, oh, what money? I think that's an easy conversation. Just say stick them in the prison with no way to escape. That is affecting someone's game experience to the point where somebody might rage quit Star Citizen forever. But like, if you put them in there with like a crime stat of 1 or 2 and then make them work off their time, they're in there for a few hours. Easy. And yeah, they literally can see when somebody's making money off of duping. Similar to out of bounds manipulation in other games, if there's a bug that gives advantage, of course people will use it. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't be mad at people for doing something in game that is allowable by the in-game rules. But if it's an exploit and if it messes up a game economy, then cool, like, revoke the money, put them in jail for a little bit, like, and then because it's Star Citizen, they can come up with whatever excuse they want. Stanton Security has found that you have been guilty of doing ridiculous things with your cargo. We found that you found a way to somehow clone your cargo, and using the results from that cargo was found to be degraded compared to the original. Every time it was degraded, it went from 100% valuable down to 5% valuable, but you sold it for the full value price. Unfortunately, that is fraud. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you into prison for a specific sentence, womp womp. And then that balances it out. They confiscate the money or the things that you bought with the money. They put you in jail for a little bit. If that is added to the gameplay loop, that's another gameplay loop. That's another thing that they just added to the game design of the game. Like, let's go. Dubs. Because then it can be rolled into how the game is played. Oh, we found this thing. Economy is screwed at the moment. Salvage is screwed. Can't sell RMC as the downside. You can't sell RMC? Also, how is salvage screwed? Is it the same issue from that Air has in the prison? But I digress. We literally have sidetracked so hard. Let's get back to checking out details on the Ironclad.
The habitation area, which is top floor of the ship, gives you like super nice views out both the kind of cargo out the front and the rear of the ship. Or you can kind of come down the ship into the main habitation area. Alternatively, you can enter through the dock and collar airlock, which is on the opposite side of the ship.
Jeez.
At the rear of the interior of the ship, we've kind of got the heart of the engines. It's the big kind of engineering area where we've got all of the kind of main functional components needed for moving such a large ship. And then if you kind of come slightly further forward, we've got we call it the kind of like the command deck. It's not a bridge, you can't fly the ship from it, but it's where you operate the tractor beams. It's where it kind of gives you good views out over the front and into space. You've got the tractor beam turrets, but also, visually you can kind of stand in this area or sit in this area and look out over the front and over the bow of the ship and kind of really see what you're trying to pull in or what you're trying to capture into your cargo hold. As we come downstairs, we've got a little kind of covered area at the rear of the cargo hold, And
that
that is
mules?
where you
Are
can
those
store
mules?
a couple of small
They look
ground
like mules.
vehicles or some of your equipment for moving vehicles and cargo around.
Boom, 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 boom.
And then you're into the main cargo hold of the ship, and this takes up the majority of the interior space, is this large cargo hold. One of the things that we were kind of really keen to do was give lots of different views and different angles down into this cargo hold. Again, as we're exploring slightly less lawful systems, we wanted to give the players as much opportunities as we can to kind of be safe aboard their own ship. So either side of the cargo hold, we've got these gantries that run completely front to rear on the ship, and they give great view down into your cargo bay. They also give that opportunity of, if there's someone tries to board you via the cargo bay, it gives you some nice cover opportunities. And we've also got a few little windows that kind of look down into it as well. As you move to the kind of like the very front, the very nose of the ship, those gantries lead into a kind of secure cargo area. It's somewhere that's a little bit more difficult to get to when you kind of enter the ship. The big thing we were referencing when we were looking at it was this idea of police evidence rooms. And so these kind of individual cages where you could put your most secure cargo, whatever it might be, in this area, and it would make it quite difficult to try and breach in or out of that area. So it gives us just somewhere a little bit more secure for kind of smaller cargo items. Finally, at the very front, we've got access to one of the main turrets and the tractor beam turret.
The biggest attraction for me with it is just the versatility of the cargo space. From a good
It's super
citizen
cool.
law
25th
standpoint,
pledge this.
it is a
Sorry about the price of
cargo
my wife
ship,
leaving me
but
from
also
buying
that
it.
retractable roof and the tractor
Fair.
beams on board it give it some
No one is
less
buying
legal
RMC. It has some cinema
opportunities
reclaimer.
for
That sucks, man.
taking other people's cargo ships in space and on the ground. At the time of recording, we're also exploring a more military-themed variant of the Ironclad. Doesn't have the name yet, so we'll just call it the Drake.
Ironclad Assault.
Compared to the base ship, this has been developed to support ground assault operations. It has additional turrets covering the upper and lower surfaces to provide more fire support. And the front section of the cargo area has been redesigned to enable our largest vehicles in game to be
Yes,
deployed
this is
on
the
it,
new
such
ship.
as the tank. In addition, the cargo bay has been reduced in size to facilitate a onboard repair facility. So for those of you who want to have a journey in the cargo profession, traditionally you would start out in something, say like a Hull A. The next step up from there really is sort of into Drake Caterpillar territory. So you're doing roughly an 8 to 10 times jump in cargo capacity. From there, the Ironclad sits nicely between those smaller ships and the much larger bulk carriers such as the Hull C, and then ultimately you get to things like the Hull D, E, and Kraken at the end of the cargo
That's cute.
career.
You said Kraken. I didn't hear that
Bulk
part.
carriers such as the Hull C, and then ultimately you get to things like the Hull D, E, and Kraken at the end of the cargo career.
You said Kraken.
Yes.
Was that a hint at anything?
It's not a hint at anything, but making the Ironclad makes the Kraken easier.
So building out the Ironclad does, of course, kind of help us with building out the Kraken.
Yeah.
I think increasing that visual library of assets that we can pull from and use in a Drake manufacturer at the right scale is super valuable for when we move on to the large ships.
Of course, in non-Drake related news, players in this year's event probably noticed the long-awaited RSI Polaris touring around the Stanton system. Well, it's not quite flight ready yet, but we thought we'd ask the guys for a status update all the same and see if we can't get a closer look at the progress being made.
The raft got more
while we
love. I feel like it's not Argo Day. Did Argo already have a day in the Invictus launch week? I need to check the website. Because that ship, if it's the one that I think it is literally, it has the potential to be the platform. First day was Argo. It has the potential to be every type of ship. And the idea that Argo isn't making, or at least that they haven't released, that Argo is going to take the raft base and make a ship that can do everything is silly. Because if the raft is a single player ship and you can tow ships with it, why would you not be able to turn that into a mining ship and a salvage ship? That they already have the platform for it. It's just like the Titan. The Avenger Titan is the basis for the Titan is the basis for the Stalker, the Warlock. Why would the Raft not be the base for other stuff? Raptor's cargo ship. Okay, then I'm thinking about which one is the tow one? Which one is the tow option? Which one is the tractor trailer towing option? We'll have to go look it up because SRV, yes. Because that's a single player ship and it literally, the way it's built, you could very easily see it being used for all of the options. So we need to go look and see if you can rent that in game. Because if you can rent it in a game, it's not going to be on the show floor, sadly. But like if I can rent it in a game, that would... Because then we could talk about it. Like I talked about it at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo back in October, November. Like that is it's literally right there. It's literally right there. Literally. Mm. It excites me. We're still only halfway through this,
want to have
golly.
some form of the exterior of the Polaris at Invictus launch week.
We wanted to mix up the capital ships on display this year.
Being a big kind of military show, it made perfect sense to be able to kind of show it off in its best light. We pushed quite hard to get the exterior to a point where we're happy to show it publicly.
This meant we've prioritized doing the exterior over the interior. So the exterior you see is pretty much final art. All it is missing is really the damage setup, as I'm sure people have tried to do. It is currently invulnerable, or hopefully invulnerable in game.
Visually, I think not only have we been trying to get it out so we can show it, but we've also tried to kind of really push the quality of the exteriors of some of our kind of like large capital ships. And what that has meant is that we needed to focus a few more artists than what we'd normally put on the exterior of a ship, just to make sure we kind of hit that quality bar and we hit it on time.
Decided I didn't want to work anymore, so I'm here. Hey, appreciate you, Letty. What up?
Lot Zero, which means that
I'm
the
here
majority of the main modeling's done.
You want them keys?
Still a whole bunch of
We don't handle
decal work.
Oh, the shape of that one.
Finer details, what we call as
Also
details, pass needs to be done, and that really kind of helps to elevate
1375.
the
Wait a minute. Oh yeah,
I
we
think
did get
the distance read and the mid
bit of
reads
support.
are brilliant, and
$625
close read when you get up in person
for the kids.
is really, really good. It's just we've still got that kind of like
also since the last one was like 125. I feel like if we hold on. That actually means I didn't get to check the math, because if we got a bunch of $25 plus donations, that means it's bean time, and I missed my bean time. I am sorry. Y'all know how it works. $25 to the kids is bean boozled territory, which means I eat a bean boozled for every time that has happened. So let me check it. Also,
very nice.
Very nice. Let me check this real quick. Like, until divide. Night Core versus Cancer. Oh, no, Beans? Yes, Beans. Madam M.
What up?
Good to see you. All right, so today we got Kareem with a hundo, so that's 4 beans. Then we got Northern Tech Herman with 25, so it's 5 beans. My apologies for failing you on my bean time, fam. Please don't roast me too hard. Yes, Cobra Lady, we are at $13.75 of the $2,000 that I wanted to get to initially. So we are close. We are close. $625 until we complete the goal for the kids. I'm excited about it. So let me go ahead and bust these out of principle because reasons. Also, I'm very glad that nobody popped the 250 because 250 is spicy bean territory. And if you didn't see the spicy beans, we literally have the Bean Boozled Fiery 5 challenge. So for every 250, we spend this and eat a bean. So like if somebody rolled 250 right now, that is a cayenne bean. I would eat a cayenne bean. Or really, I would roll again. But you know what it is. So we got a juicy pear or booger. If you haven't seen these beans, some of these suck. We got berry blue. We got toasted marshmallow or stink bug. What's this one? Stop showing my face. Focus on the bean. The bean. There it is. And then let me just go ahead and move the bean and just upload. Just kind of just switch the bean in the middle. Boom. That one. That looks like fudge. Is it Tutti Frutti or Sticky Socks? Nah, that looks more like Peach or Barf, which would suck. And then this one is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Oh, no, that's Birthday Cake or Dirty Dishwater. Yeah. So those are the 5 beans. If we get nothing but good things, we get Juicy Pear, Birthday Cake, Peach, Berry Blue, and Toasted Marshmallow. If it's nothing but bad, Booger, which, to be fair, I've been offended about the Booger Bean since the day that somebody pointed out one crucial fact about the Booger Bean. With the consistency of jelly beans, a Booger jelly bean is literally the consistency of a booger. It hurt to hear, and it hurt to just... And next time I had one, it was like, oh, it did. Yeah, Bushwookie, if somebody donates $250 for the kids, we eat a spicy bean. Oh, no, that's not 200. Oh, we're not doing it for a 250 diamond gift, because that's only $1.25. I am not eating a spicy bean for $1.25. We getting an eggplant.
Phrasing.
Is that a personal cargo bay? It is. And we got Daigoji guy with the 21 months of it. Bong bong.
This is the way.
Bing bong. So yeah, if it's nothing but bad, we get booger, barf, stink bug, dishwater, and toothpaste. We eat them all at once, baby. Oh, something's already bad. What you doing, phrasing?
This is the way.
Always. I don't like that. So something's good in here, but something's really bad. I think it's stink bug. I can't pinpoint the good. Also, the bad thing about jelly beans, they get stuck in your teeth. So I'm going to be tasting this for quite some time. Thank you, Northern Tech Hermit and Kareem, for the money to support the kids. Good looking out. Okay. Yeah, mistakes were made. It happens. Every dollar counts. It does. If you give $1 to the kids, we with it. I'm here for it, fam. That's why we do. That's why we have the bar on TikTok as well, so everybody can see it. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. If you're on Twitch, there's a link to the Tiltify campaign in the description of the stream. At least there should be. Something's bad, and I'm still not done chewing.
On the exterior and pushing that as far as we could in the time we had. The interior is not quite as far along.
What's your least favorite of the bad options? Dead fish. Hands down. Dead fish is the worst of all of them. And this one is liver and onions, rotten egg, barf, booger, stinky socks, dead fish, dirty dishwater, stink bug, toothpaste, and old bandage. Now, if I was to rank those, the top 3 worst would be dead fish, number 1, barf, number 2, old bandage, number 3. But yeah, that would be the order that I would use as the worst 3.
But the people we put on the exterior now will be moving on to the interior.
Normally on a vehicle, as we try to kind of keep the development stages in line throughout the kind of the life cycle of its development, it means that the interior isn't, it's not at the same level that the exterior is.
We've been focusing on the core traversal areas of the ship.
The majority of the rooms have now been worked up. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 rooms that are still in white box that still need, a decent amount of kind of
the dead fish happen to be fresh sushi grade salmon though. Considering I literally just had some sushi earlier. But yeah, the dead fish sucks. There's nothing to do with actual sushi. It's the worst. The absolute worst. How dare you? Full screen, man. Stay full screen. And yes, every dollar counts.
But the rest of the rooms now are kind of getting to the point where we're pretty close to grey box.
So the bridge, the main corridors, the hab area, the cargo bay, torpedo rooms, and all the turrets.
Hey, Coletti with the 25. Control Alt. Oh no, what does that say? Control Alt what now? Refresh page. Let me click live. What does it say? All right, that takes us to 14 hundo. $600 left for our ultimate goal. Control Alt flagship support. Flagship Friday's tomorrow. Appreciate you though. I need to refill this. Ooh. there's two options. One of them is dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie, and the other was toothpaste or berry blue. So I just chose the worst option out of principle. So hopefully, strawberry banana smoothie. Strawberry banana smoothie.
Some of the more secondary rooms, like the brig
Nothing wrong with
and
that,
the medical
Talos?
bay.
When you think of the Polaris, like its key points of
Hold up, is that a train?
Rooms like the brig and the medical bay.
Yo, that's the missile. That can't be a missile. Y'all saw that movement back there, right? What's all that movement back there? Y'all
Further
saw
along
that.
in some of the more
Watch right here.
secondary rooms, like the
Right here,
brig
right
and
here,
the
right here.
medical bay.
That's a
When you think of the
torpedo?
Polaris,
Oh, Jesus. Somebody's going to die. Some city is going to die because that
like
is
its key points of
massive.
the torpedoes. And I think that's been an area that has needed quite a lot of iteration on, and we're not quite there yet. One of the things that we're kind of really trying to make sure feels good
Hey, yo,
from a
who
player's
mans
point of
is
view
this?
is the kind of like the loading of the
mans?
torpedoes and seeing them
Who's
kind of
mans?
be from in your cargo hold to being in the kind of like loading mechanism and then being ready to fire. So on the kind of like lower deck and front half of the vehicle, we've got these big torpedo loaders, and that's an area that it's needed quite a lot of iteration to make sure it feels right. And we are still in that process. It's not kind of fully signed off. We're not completely
Yeah, gotta
happy
be
with that
tech.
area,
Gotta
but it
be.
certainly kind of makes up the heart of the ship. Otherwise, on the interior, the main upper deck is kind of really starting to come on. The engineering section is another kind of area that I think is really important in our capital ships.
I love
and
seeing
kind
the
of
white
getting
boxes
to a
'cause you
level
get to
that we're happy
watch
with.
Things grow.
From the kind of
What
concept
mission
to
needs
the
this?
production, we have
Yes.
opened up the bridge of the ship a little bit.
That's what mission
One of the
needs
things
this.
we wanted to do was when
Think about when, like, this is a Drake ship, Django. We're in the middle of Invictus launch week where they take around in Idris. What better way for pirate factions to introduce themselves than to drive something like that has torps that should be able to melt much of an Idris or a hammerhead? Seems like the perfect maneuver for something like that.
Can you did it?
What? What? Can I? What? Who did that and how? How did you even do that? How? I am so confused. There was no bits in chat that I see. Who got? Who got Johnny Silverhand out here talking to us?
Hey, yo, who mans is this?
Who mans is this?
you kind of
TTS
enter onto the bridge,
monster.
this should
How? Are you like sneaking support to TTS Monster to do this? How? How? Are you using the... There is a thing below the stream that lets you do stuff with TTS Monster. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that. Also tired, what up? See myself flying into it, my whole crew of pilots, not one piece. I mean... Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
feel kind of like super exciting and super rewarding to the
Sometimes.
player. If they've managed to kind of get one of these ships, you want it to feel like they are kind of really living that kind of military life dream. So we've spent a bit of time kind of opening it up, giving some nicer views as you kind of enter onto the bridge itself. What we really wanted to do is kind of make sure that the player views are good, the captain gets a great kind of view out the front, and make sure that navigating around that area, especially as kind of more and more kind of multi-crew gameplay systems come online, we want to make sure that there's enough space on that bridge to have not just the captain and the pilot, but a whole crew there.
Compared to the concept mesh, one not big change but unresolved area was the hangar opening. It's quite a complex shape to open, so we spent a lot of time working on that.
Those
That's
things
all
are silly
resolved.
good.
And then
Massive.
another thing we are looking at in the future is actually doing some more upgunning of the turrets. So it is not just a torpedo boat. It can sort of hold its own against other capital ships with its turrets. You'll see more of that as we get closer to releasing it.
It's
which
not
we
a
are
cap
aiming
ship.
for at IAE this year.
But it's meant to wreck cap ships.
What did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the Drake Ironclad is the next cargo ship from Drake designed to fill that gap between the Caterpillar and the larger Hull series offerings. that working on it helps to flesh out resources needed to bring the long-awaited Kraken to life in the future, and that the Polaris is coming along pretty nicely, even if it's not Drake.
Pirates buy or steal a Polaris and go, hey, that's a nice space station. Hate to see it burn. Pretty much.
In our hearts.
But Disco says KDOT is the best.
All already knew that in our hearts.
Hold on.
Which we didn't learn was the best. This is coming along pretty nicely, even if it's not Drake. Which we didn't learn, and that the Polaris is coming along pretty needed to bring the larger Hull series. The next cargo ship from Drake designed to fill that gap between the Caterpillar and the larger Hull series offerings. That working on it helps to flesh out resources needed to bring the long-awaited Kraken to life in the future, and that the Polaris is coming along pretty nicely, even if it's not Drake, which we didn't learn was the best because we all already knew that in our hearts.
But Disco says KDOT is the best.
And with that, this very long 17-episode season of Inside Star Citizen comes to a close. We said we'd go straight through until Alpha 323 was out, and we did that, and then some more. And it's time for our team to take a breather, catch up on some admin work, and begin working on the next great season of ISC that'll start up again on June 20th. So for Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared
2 weeks
Huckley.
off? That's not much.
Thanks for taking the time to let us share the process of game development with you each week, and we'll see you when we get back.
Oh no.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
What?
DeejayKnight, hero of Stanton and Cap Ship Slayer 2, Electric Boogaloo.
How are you even doing this? Hold up. That was a hanger. With a lot of dudes in gear.
Welcome.
Also, I don't know if I'm coming to a theater near you, but okay. The Covians! Of course they would make an in-game disco, and it would be fantastic. Well played. That is also fitting of disco. Well played, sir. Oh, that was great. Why? Why are these episodes so good? So good. Also, let me see. I was gonna see if they have the Ironclad on the site. Disco Freeman. Let's see. Pledge store. And then we go to ships. Drake, Interplanetary. Thought it was going to be a Jax McCleary. I was waiting for it. I was absolutely waiting for it. A dev. Disco is the lead of the video team, I feel like. He used to be like lead community manager, but now he's like over like the team that puts out Inside Star Citizen. So all of the stuff that we get that is bonus stuff video-wise, Disco. Don't have a page yet in there, so let's go over here. For a second, I thought it was gonna be Jax. I really thought it was gonna be Jax. For real, for real. Is it in here? Did they not have it in here? I'm offended a little bit. I wonder if they have the link to it in here. Nope. 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 No. 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 Nope. I feel like Disco has enough of a skill set where he could be a dev if he wanted to. He just his own community because reasons. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so today kicks off Anvil Aerospace in the show floor. So we'll probably end up checking out Anvil tomorrow since it's a 2-day day. But let's scroll back up. We got the Hornet Mark 1, which say goodbye to a legend. Wow, to the enemy. It was a weapon never to be underestimated. To allies, a savior. The F-7 Hornet is the same dependable and resilient multi-purpose fighter that became the face of the UEE Navy. Say goodbye to this classic Hornet Mark 1, joining us as we stand with Anvil in commemorating its venerated service. Wait a minute. So, like, they're not going to have the new one out of the old one anymore? What? Now I'm curious, because that means how long is it going to be until we get all of these variants of the Hornet Mark II? Ooh. Because we already have the F7A and C Mark II. How soon until we get the Super? Do we even need a Super with the ability to put a turret on the top of the Mark II right now? Then we got the Tracker and the Hornet Ghost. So like that's an interesting option. Mark I Hornet is a limited edition now. That is kind of awesome. I don't know if I even have one anymore. Super siblings. As every pilot knows, the F7 series excels in range of combat scenario thanks to its role-specific variants, and Will Aerospace can confirm that Mark II editions of its formidable F7CM Super Hornet, Ghost, and Tracker will be introduced in the not-too-distant future. Got questions? Check out the Spectrum FAQ for more information. That is beautiful because that literally answers the question that I just was asking. Like, are we going to see that? How soon? And the fact is, literally, these are them. These are them. Oh, my God. Heritage Paints collection. Let's see what these paints are talking about. Okay. That's cool that they're gone now. Like, we're not worried. Price don't matter. We're not talking about those. It's wild because that means that right now, if you want one of those, with the ascendancy of the Mark II, now the UEE's premier carrier-based fighter, we bid farewell to the legendary Mark I lineup. Invictus Launch Week 2954 marks your final chance to pledge for the classic F7 Mark I series, along with its removal from upcoming in-game dealerships. Wow. The Hornet Mark I series will remain flyable and fully supported, receiving bug fixes in its planned gold standard pass. It will also be eligible for new paints and cosmetics in the future. There will even be other means to attain an F7 Mark I in the future, though we're not quite ready to share those plans yet. Owners of the Mark I series will possess a usable classic vehicle, allowing them to showcase a rare piece of Anvil's legacy. So that means they have classic ships in Star Citizen right now. That's wild. I love the game, but it should be out already. To be fair, not today. Grifts. If we're talking about Star Citizen being a grift, the only way to call like the most important way that I've seen people call Star Citizen a grift is that like it's not a playable game, which is a lie. Like we've been playing Star Citizen since December 2015. Like regularly, this is Star Citizen. The fact that I can go in and play right now means that in a way it's out. Is it done? No. But one of the things that I love about this game is that at the core of it, it is an MMO. MMOs typically take a decade to build with a full team. Star Citizen started out with 12 people in 2012. 8 to 12 people. Like I can't get a confirmation on whether or not it was 8 or 12, but like less than 20 people they started in 2012. In 2017, the verse started to grow considerably. That's when I feel like we really started to get the ability to land on planets. The thing that's taking Star Citizen so long to develop is kind of twofold. One, they're making 2 games at once. They're making Star Citizen, this game that we can play right now if we wanted to, and they're making Squadron 42, which is a single-player experience that is not available yet. So if we were to go look at an old Squadron 42 trailer, matter of fact, I'm going to go to the official Star Citizen YouTube, and I'll show you 2 things. One, we got the Held the Line trailer from 7 months ago. We can look at that. And then we can look at the cinematic teaser from 2018. And then we can see the Bishop Senate speech. Matter of fact, I feel like showing those in reverse order as we talked about them. We're not going to be in the whole videos. But for example, this was the video that for Squadron 42 that got me on board with what Squadron 42 is. And this is the single player experience that they've been developing while simultaneously developing an MMO. Nobody does this as a developer. And this is why. If I've said it for years, as somebody who understands how the cake is made when it comes to game development, I taught people how to make games for 4 years. If you've ever heard of Full Sail University, that's where I used to work. I taught people how to make games. We started in Unreal Development Kit, and then we switched up to Unity. So I literally taught people how to make game mechanics. That was my job. And I started in the final project. And the final project of that degree program is to spend 3 months making a game design document that explains everything you want to do with your game. And then that's like the first week. And then literally building out the game. My job every week was to sit down with every team that was in Final Project, play their game before I actually had the meeting with them. So I spent days playing games that were not done because that's how the process works. You have to make games and then you have to play them to see whether or not they're fun enough. I would give them feedback. All right, cool. You need to change these things before you see me next week. That's how it works. That's how game development works. It takes time. But they're making Squadron 42 a single player experience and Star Citizen, the MMO. Star Citizen has been playable since before 2015, live at all times. I've said for years that if they took Star Citizen down for 6 months, we would see a huge leap in gameplay, because they wouldn't have to worry as much about what is live and playable right now. They could worry about putting in a bunch of systems, but they didn't do that. They just kept adding stuff to the game, kept updating it, kept adding features, kept adding game mechanics. Last October was, I feel like, the biggest announcement of information about Star Citizen yet, because they literally, in a video, showcased in like 4 minutes all of the things they were planning on bringing to Star Citizen before summer, before the end of summer. And thus far, the vast majority of that is in the game for this latest patch. And they're supposed to start PTU, which is the private test universe, for the last couple features and some bug fixes, possibly tomorrow, likely next week, to finish out the last bit of the stuff that's in that video that isn't the new star system and the server updates. Why don't they do that, in your opinion? Wait for 6 months? Because people that have backed for the game in 2012 want to play what they backed for. There is a large contingent of people who play Star Citizen regularly and regularly input things to the issue council, which is the server, which is basically the bug counter, the bug tracker that the community can take place in. The people who play Star Citizen regularly would be livid if they removed access to people to play it for 6 months. Livid. And then if somebody plays your game regularly and they're finding bugs for you regularly, do you want to stop them and then have them pick up another game that they play that level over 6 months? No, because that's bug testing to help you find bugs and fix bugs. So there's a lot of reasons why it makes sense that they're continuing to keep the servers up, but because the servers are up all the time, one, servers cost money. Two, you want to make sure that everybody who paid to have access to this game has access to this game, since it's been out there for so long. So there's a lot of different things that affect the process of how they're making it, but I digress. This is the original Senate speech that caught me for the single player portion of this game from 8 years ago.
And gentlemen, this emergency session
This is 8 years old.
to order.
Let's make sure it's the highest resolution they got. 1080p. Now, I'm not even gonna play this whole thing through. I'm gonna pause this right here. So it's utilizing the gaming community to help with game testing. It's an alpha. They don't deny that it is an alpha. They regularly say it. In fact, if I were to go to the launcher and try to launch the game, every time you launch the game, there's a pop-up that says, "Hey, just to remind you, this game's an alpha. You know that, yeah." Literally. So, Gary Oldman in the trailer from essentially 2016. So let's wait. Let's get that zoom. So you can see Gary Oldman right there in the middle. That's Gary Oldman in the 2016 version of Squadron 42, the single player game that they're working on simultaneously while working on Star Citizen. This is Squadron 42 trailer from 5 years ago. That is Mark Hamill. You can just kind of glance and see how much better the models are just with Mark Hamill right there. But let's go and find a close-up of Gary Oldman, because I feel like he's in this trailer too. Is he on the bridge? No, where's him standing in front of the wreckage? Also, they got some top-tier Hollywood actors in this game. Boom. Now that is Gary Oldman from the same trailer, not the same trailer, the same game, 3 years later. So, I digress. Let's go ahead and put these side by side, right? Let's just pop this off and then go back to this. So we can just move this one over here. So you can see that Gary Oldman, right? And we move this one right here. So you can see that Gary Oldman. Do you see the difference in quality of these two? Look, let's move this. Let's just spread this open a little bit, just so we can get it to zoom in a little bit farther, just so that we can really get into this. Because look at the difference between these Gary Oldmans. There was a huge difference in quality there. Huge. And that was just 3 years in the game that they're not letting people play every day. Like, nobody knows much about Squadron 42 aside from SIG. This was from 2016. This was from 2019. Now, let's continue further and look at the I Held the Line trailer from 7 months ago.
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Now, from all of that, we don't have the same shot of Gary Oldman, right? I don't know if we have a shot of Gary Oldman in this one because I can't remember. It's been 7 months since I saw it. But like, I'm trying to see. They got Mark Strong, right? Mark Strong, Rona Mitra, John Rhys Davies, Gary Oldman, Mark Hamill, Henry Cavill. Like, they have a star-studded cast, which also adds to this game takes a while because of the fidelity they're aiming for. So, like, wildness. I'm trying to see if I can find another picture of Gary Oldman. Because, wait. Oh.
From now.
Can you see the difference between these two? 2019 Gary Oldman is already detailed. When you get to 2023 Gary Oldman, huge difference. This is why they're making a game in the background, Squadron 42, and they're making Star Citizen that we get to play regularly. So if we compare 2016 or 2023 Gary Oldman, like, we already saw that we had 2016 Gary Oldman, right? 2016 Gary Oldman versus 2019 Gary Oldman was a huge difference. Why did you move? Why did you move? I was in the middle of something. How dare you? We were having a conversation about Gary Oldman's face. All right, so that's 2019 Gary Oldman, but let's take 2016 Gary Oldman, right? And then put 2016 Gary Oldman side by side with 2023 Gary Oldman. And you see a difference that is marked. There's a huge difference. This is game design. Games get better toward the end. The key here with all of this is that Squadron 42 went feature complete last fall. When this trailer released, I held the line. That trailer was literally talking about the fact that this game is feature complete. And by feature complete, they're not adding any new features. They're just polishing. It's just in polish right now. That's pretty polished. Now, some of the other stuff in this trailer that is impressive, like this.
I am proud to stand with you today. Good luck. Push about.
Mark Strong.
Nice speech.
If you've seen Kingsman, you know who Mark Strong is. Also,
Any
a bunch
word
of other
from
stuff.
the recon team?
Not yet.
So one of my favorite parts about this trailer, unlike the previous trailers, oh wait, they have a before and after Mark Hamill. This is the most replayed, so let's play this. I love that YouTube has that now.
Throughout the polish phase, our team is taking every opportunity to push things to the next level.
Tell me you're expecting company.
All right, let me double check, make sure we're at 4K for real. Like, y'all not gonna play with me right now. Now that looks like Mark Hamill in Last Jedi, like for real.
This is not good.
The Cine team is focused on finalizing edit lock on all of our big action as well as all smaller character sequences.
I could have pulled this off of the Galactopedia.
Yeah, probably, but I think their solar mass
Look at the difference. This is the first time I think they've shown the created characters, because the whole point of this game is to have your character become a citizen of the UEE before they jump into Star Citizen. And yes, that's John Rhys Davies. Yes, Jonathan Rhys Davies. Yes, that's him. Also,
Pulled this
but look,
off of the Galactopedia.
now compare this.
Yeah,
that is that we never saw this perspective from a created character before, let alone a lady character. It took a long time for them to put lady characters in the game, but like, look at the detail of that character.
probably, but I think their solar mass.
Yeah. What? That is night and day.
Calculations are wrong, though.
Pedia.
Yeah, probably, but I
That is
think
night
their solar mass calculations are
and
wrong,
day.
though.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Probably, but I think their solar mass calculations are wrong, though. Yeah, probably, but I think their solar mass calculations
That is
are
a
wrong,
huge
though.
difference.
Yeah, probably.
Now,
but I
keep in
think
mind,
their
this trailer just goes to show what they had done last October. And this is being the polishing phase means that they're doing this for the whole game to make sure it's good.
solar mass calculations.
Let's see. It's amazing they had the restraint not to show. People would have torn the old model to shreds. Not processing it was an early build, like the Wolverine leak, and folks acting the fool, tearing the game to dev to shreds. Right. So like that's part of the reason why when people are like, "Yo, why do you even care about Star Citizen?" Because stuff like this.
Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Look at
He's
this.
one of our best.
As
Another
others will
player
share,
character is going to be
this is
showcased here
the most
shortly.
rewarding chapter of development, which allows us to truly
Chronometer.
experience the visceral and oftentimes emotional moments that our narrative provides.
Now, to be fair, that's gorgeous. That's a beautiful game. I would love to play a game that looked that good right now.
How did you handle it after Vega?
That went from like Rust or like trying to think of a game that looks good, but like leveled up heavy, because that looks great.
How did you handle it after Vega?
That is a whole nother game, right? Fallout 4 to The Last of Us 2 type difference. Huge difference.
Not sure I handled anything.
So if you're curious, DJ, why do you play this game? Why are you excited about this single player game that is not the game that you're playing? This is why. This is the game that they've been making in the background while we've been playing Star Citizen. And we've been playing Star Citizen, getting updates in Star Citizen this entire time. But like this, when I saw this live,
self-sufficient,
I flipped my shit. Because this
strike teams
is literally
so we can
a boat in like a little canal on a planet
focus
where
on
I would have never thought that we even knew. I would have never thought we were going to see boats.
areas to deliver the best experience.
This is the first time I saw them show off a boat. And it's solidly functional. Like,
Get out of sight. The Cutlass is going to spot you.
This allows us to bring all.
What? That is huge. What is that barge that you fly over towards the end? I don't even know. I just know that they. Oh, also EVA.
Builds regularly and call out.
We have not been able to use a laser
level
tool
from
in
start
game
to
yet,
finish,
but the
and
fact
where
that
we
it's
need to
there is
improve the
powerful in and of
gameplay.
itself. Also, is that a multi-tool? Where is that one? I want that multi-tool. That thing is pretty.
This is an incredibly rewarding stage of development for me and the team, as the ultimate vision of the game is realized, allowing us to craft an experience that we can be really proud of.
Look at that. That is what
One
EVA
specific
does.
area-
Thus far in Star Citizen, if you move around in space, you basically are standing with jetpacks, with little air packs on your back, where you just psh, psh. This EVA
Yeah,
now
excited to dive
is like
in
you're
is
swimming.
the feeling of the
You've seen the two-hander multi-tool yet? Yeah, the big one. I have multiple. I bought a bunch of them, and they're now at Area 18, chilling. So yeah, that. If you're curious, why do you care about this game, DJ?
Let's take a
What's about
look
that?
at the water. The multifunction multi-tool is for those that enlist only.
Well, great. As somebody who has a Star Citizen package that includes Squadron 42, then I'm gonna have that multi-tool. So yay, big multi-tool. Yeah, there's like a rifle multi-tool. It exists. Whoever keeps going down, I feel like you have to be using the thing below the stream because it's not showing up in chat. So you had to be using the thing below the stream. I appreciate the support, fam. Thank you. It is so chunky. Yes. What does it do different from the small one? It carries a lot heavier stuff. Like if you've seen like the regular size boxes, the regular multi-tool can handle the regular size boxes, the little half-size ones. But if you look at the ones that look like shipping containers, the big one, if memory serves, can hold that. Yes, I can see you, James. What up? I thought I just said hi. Hi again, just in case. But yeah, all of this for Squadron 42. And then there's one more thing. Let's go look at another Inside Star Citizen. I really want to find it to make sure that we can look at one of my favorite parts of all of it. because it highlights so much of what they said they were going to do last year, and they followed through on in a big way. So let's see, not 3 months, we're going back further. 5 months. So 5-6 months. I think is this one.
So the Arastra kind of combines the core visual elements that we've kind of developed over the years of RSI. It still has that definite triangular arrowhead shape to it, so it still feels at home within the RSI family. One of the things we struggled with a little bit at the beginning when concepting it was what we...
At CitizenCon 2953, the first version of a playable Pyro made its debut, allowing citizens for the first time to travel beyond the reaches of the...
It's the morning. Before things get started, people are still asleep in their beds. The beginning of day.
Where's the thing? Where's the one? Somebody remembers the one
playable Pyro made its
that
debut,
was
allowing citizens for the first time.
Right. You know what? Let's just go back to their videos because I feel like it's in videos in December. Squadron 42 will be the second coming. Oh, fam. It would be great. Let's keep going down.
Squadron 42 will be the second coming.
Okay, now we see one in chat. All right, so it was after all this. Not to play in Pyro shipping out. No, if it was still before the end of the year. 2023 year in review. No, it wasn't in that one either. I feel like it was in November or December. I'm trying to remember the specific one. No, not the C1.
About it, which
Hold on,
makes us super happy.
Let's double check and make
We're
sure
always
this is not
sharing
it.
the clips around, and just motivates us to want to continue and do even more cool stuff. To see people play it and have a lot of fun, experience the new missions, experience the new content. When we build our modular systems like the Eliminate All mission where you're just sent there to kill 10 people, Pyro has a nice way of adding a new spin onto it that makes people feel refreshed.
Could it be a mission to make? 7 months ago, but when? September? No. Oh, there's a lie. That was 8 months ago. So now we got to look closer to the top. Not the Held the Line. It was not the Held the Line. So basically, they're making the game to be a benchmark for everything coming after, raising the bar exponentially. Not today. That was literally their goal when they started. They wanted to bring back PC gaming at a high tier. They wanted to make a game that makes people wonder, hey, do I need to get a PC? Should I get a PC?
The first time I saw that.
So when people are like, hey, is this going to be on Xbox? And it's like, that's a big doubt. Like, that's a big doubt. Lupe dropped a new song. Send it on Discord. Appreciate you, fam. Is it a diss? Don't tell me Lupe's in this too. I'm trying to leave Lupe out of it. One of these
CitizenCon 2953
is the one. Okay, so it's not to play in Pyro. Hey, we got Bandit Badgers with the raid. Appreciate y'all. How was your stream, Badgers? We're trying to find the video in Inside Star Citizen that was where we got the Star Citizen 2020 forecast. That Disco went into a bunch of the features that they were planning on putting into 3.23 that like the vast majority of are in the game right now. Like the vast majority. And I feel like a lot of that was like before we got to this year. Oh, here it is. Found it. 2020 forecast.
All combined, they form the next major evolution of cargo careers, and will also have baddest year of our project or favorite moment.
All right, so this is, if you haven't seen it yet, this video literally describes a lot of the stuff that they're intending to put into 3.23, that they were intending to put in 3.23 before it launched. And it'll also show you the amount of stuff. PC gaming is not dead, space sims are not dead, pretty much. So let's...
Vehicles, their structural salvage, openable cargo containers, new derelict settlements, new hairs for players, new maps for Arena Commander, and more. But since this is our last episode of the year, we have a tradition here at ISC of looking back at everything that's happened the last 12 months and reliving some of our favorite moments. And, well, look, 2023 was good. Great even if you gloss over that little rough patch in the middle there.
The holiday
But
live
heading into the
stream.
new year, all that I can really think about is everything that's on the horizon that's about to make 2024 the biggest and baddest year of our project yet. So if it's all right with you, I'd like to indulge myself, maybe switch out my CIG cap and put my backer hat on and tell you what has me excited about this next year for the Persistent Universe in a segment that I'm calling Disco Lando's Star Citizen 2020 Forecast. Now, without talking specific dates, let's discuss what's being targeted and currently on track for release in just the first half of 2024, starting with Master Modes, the new way to pilot and operate ships we've been discussing since CitizenCon 2952. Now, whether that's every ship or a staggered rollout of groups of vehicles depends on how work progresses.
Okay,
but
so
it's a major change
Master
to the
Mode's
way
being the first thing he's
spaceships
talking about.
operate
One,
in Persistent
that's already
Universe,
in.
And you can be sure
So this is like 6 months ago that they talked about this. This is already in the game.
that we'll update on it more when the time comes.
So one thing that's already in.
And of course, when your ships aren't in flight, they can be stored in the newly persistent hangars.
These got delayed, but they're supposed to be in the patch that they test here shortly, starting either tomorrow or next week. So
that are arriving
this
with
isn't there
freight
yet.
elevators, freight
So there's
kiosks,
two
and the new
things
cargo transaction
discussed.
system that we've shared
This
on
was
both
not there yet.
ISC and this year's CitizenCon. Now, all combined, they form the next major evolution of cargo careers and will also have far-reaching, broader implications for the entire Star Citizen experience. And then outside of vehicles and hangars, there's also a variety of FPS combat improvements coming to the first half of 2024.
Okay.
With improvements to reloading,
There.
the weapon wear and misfire system,
I don't know if that's in
scopes
yet.
and dynamic crosshairs,
Those are in.
charge and drain, and even more we'll be able to show you once we return in the new year.
And I feel like Charge and Drain is in the engineering, so technically that's in because that's in Arena Commander.
And then outside of strictly FPS combat, there are new player character features coming, like the updates to the EVA system.
In.
The visor and lens system.
In.
Loot screens.
In.
Default item interactions and the personal interaction system.
In.
And there's even new shopping and mission apps in development now. And while we're talking
So
about
that's
apps,
two things that are
the
missing.
first
So
half of
10
2024
with
is also
8 of them being in.
scheduled to see
Okay,
the
so
arrival
7
of
of
our
them being
new
in.
character customizer with things
11
like
with
tattoos,
no tattoos aren't there yet, but the new
scars, and yes,
the new
Virginia,
character
it's
creators
true,
in there.
beards.
So we're looking at like
As for
12
how
things.
many and of what kind?
8 of
only
whom are
Andre
already
knows
in.
for sure. But you can bet we're going to ask them sometime around March. And then, of course, if you're in game, there's also a little thing called Mobiglass.
13
and an awfully big
things,
thing
9
called
are
Star
in.
Map. They're
14
both getting their
things,
big
10 are in.
updates in the first half of next year. And have I mentioned those enormous distribution centers that'll be the new microcosm
15
homes
things,
for every gameplay and
11 are
mission
in,
feature that exists
because these
in
are
Star
there.
Citizen,
I haven't
as
been
well
able
as
to
the 4,
land at one
5,
yet, but they're
6,
there.
Let's just say several new and updated vehicles that are making their way to the Persistent Universe in just the first 6 months of 2024. I did.
Just now.
Just now. Now you can check those off.
So let me go back.
2024, I did. Making their way, the 4, 5, 6, let's just say several new and updated vehicles that are making
They
their way
did
to
just
the Persistent Universe.
Wow. The Saber, the Hornet Mark II, the Ironclad that is going to be in, is not going to be in the first half of 2024, but like we already have at least 2 new ships.
In just the first 6 months of 2024, I did. Just now. Now you can check those off.
So we're at like 20 things that they talked about, and round about 15 of them are in. So 75% of the stuff that they just announced back in October is in. That entirely true.
Whew. Okay, so real talk.
Welcome back,
CIG
Alistair. I
back on.
remember that name. How you doing, fam?
Now, you're probably looking at your screen and saying
Much better
to
now.
yourself,
Glad to hear it.
What about Pyro and 4.0? Well, don't fret. The things that we just covered are those that aren't too dependent on continuing foundational tech work like server meshing. So we feel pretty confident in targeting everything that we just shared for the first 6 months.
Now, if they put in the personal hangars, which I feel like is way bigger than one count on that. If the personal hangars get in soon, then we are literally looking at the most important stuff. Sounds like you're doing all right. I appreciate it. I'm doing well. So yeah, 75% of the stuff they got done talking about in that video is in the game right now. Yeah. Yeah. Rip Hornet Mark 1, indeed. But I also have a Mark 2. Now I'm curious. I don't remember if I have a Hornet Mark 1. So yeah, has more useful MFDs, multifunctional displays in the Mark II. Fair. Mine's a Mark 1, just had to check. Why say why less multifunctional displays? I feel like they are working on a new multifunctional display right now. So do I have an Anvil Hornet? I do have a Mark 1 somewhere. Huh. It's F7C though. We got a Super Hornet still? Hey yo. Hey yo. 2 versus 4. I mean, we'll see. There's still time for them to finish doing more tweaking. Loving the Mark II. It is fancy. I need to redo the webs on it. Man, so much of this game has gotten improvements. Also, one of my favorite features. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. Time out. Hold up. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. It's disrespectful. Why you got me looking bad? All right, better. Much better. Put the helmet back on. Yuck. I'm so glad that they added a quick take your helmet off keybind. Look at the Vulcan is Aegis, not Anvil. Oh, less than stellar. They already had their day. Sadness. All right, let's see what we got in the backpack real quick. In the backpack. Oh, I do have a bunch of stuff that I need to get out. They still have all my prison stuff? Let's go. Oh, this is all the stuff that I had before I went to prison. Fancy. New Drake ship looks nice, though. It really does.
If you need something...
It really does. Let's see. Not inventory. I didn't want to go to inventory. My bad. Let's check these missions real quick. They still didn't talk more about dedicated face tracking camera they showed off a while ago. Citizen Wait, they showed one? Scott's Arcade with the raid. Appreciate you. This is the way.
This is the way.
Like, I knew they were talking about the possibility of having a tracking camera, but I have not seen it. How was your streams? Scott's, what were you up to? Thanks for bringing the community by. Appreciate you. I didn't know they showed it off at CitizenCon. Now I'm kind of mad about it. Also, was it theirs? Because I thought it was another company's. But I hope they put it out, because let go. If it's specifically for FOIP, I would prefer they put it out than not. Also, if they're making progress on it in the background, maybe they want to wait to bring it out until the game is in a further along state, you know what I mean? Because I feel like they were working with Faceware on that one, and I remember them talking about it, but I don't remember ever seeing it, so kind of jelly if people have seen it in person, because I want it. Investigation. No PI wanted still. Sadness. Stream was pretty great. Gaming stream shut itself off for no reason. Oh no. Sorry your screen shut off. That sucks, man. Bounty Hunter. Active bounty evaluation. Calliope in a cave. Utilize Fahad Claggett. Oh wait, since it's mercenaries, go ahead and accept that call to arms. There's no call to arms. It can't be that I already accepted it. Because they made me yeet the call to arms. Was it on a bounty hunter? No. It's on a mercenary as I thought. I don't have any illegitimate anything. You know what? Let's just claim this arrow. Mike L2. I don't want to go to Mike L2, I'm sure, but like... Might as well. Nope, that's not far enough. Is that Mike L2? It's L5, thank goodness. I didn't want to go all the way out there. L3, L2, that's still too far. It's L4. That's Microtech itself. Wait a minute. Oh man, it's on the other side of Microtech. Don't make me do that. How dare you? I mean, the Vulture has the ability to do it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to go that far. But simultaneously, it's a way for me to get paid a little bit without having to worry about some stuff. But at the same time, like if salvage is still broken, I don't want to do it. Typically noon to 6 p.m. once I get the stuff that is stopping me from streaming done in the background. And that's Central Time. Haven't minded a few patches. Got some mold bags strapped to a prospector. Let's check the changes. Noise. Oh. Let me click that link real quick. Let me find my stream, fam. What are you doing? Took a while to work. What took a while to work? The link? Great, and it's not letting me click the link. I'm offended. Copy the whole message. You are welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us, Alistair. How have you been, by the way? Oh yeah, you already said you're doing good. Allow paste. All right, so this is gonna take a minute to load. Bet. All right. Do I want to take the time to get all the way out there when we could probably just go somewhere and then scan for salvage? Now, it's been heard about it since 2018. I mean, there's been a lot of advancement in webcam. I remember seeing this. Holy crap! I don't know if it was in person, but I remember that it existed.
All the info's right there.
Yeah, I remember seeing this camera. Now that you link it, I don't remember if I saw it in person or not, but I need it. I need it. If it's made specifically for FOIP, want. Look, let me just go out here and salvage this thing and see what happens. We'll find out. We'll find out some.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Deliver. Might have gone the way of the official Star Citizen HOTUS. I mean, to be fair,
Please visit us again.
they might want to wait until it's closer to being done to launch those. Like having that seems like another reason for people to dig at the game for all intents and purposes. If they have a HOTUS and a webcam out that are made for a game that's not done, and we already are dealing with the negativity of people who don't understand the process, even though they're showing us the process, that just seems like a lot of extra work. For what? So like, it makes sense that if they have it, get it done. Finish the game or get the game to a better place. I feel like once Squadron 42 drops, we'll probably start seeing a lot more. Because I feel like once Squadron 42 drops, we're going to be on a much deeper path toward 1.0 and Star Citizen fully launching. Because, like I've been saying for years, that has been proven to be about right? Like once Squadron 42 is done, Star Citizen content is going to explode. And what happened once they announced Squadron 42 was feature complete? We have not gotten this level of quality of life updates in this game ever like that. And once the personal hangars drop with 3.2, 3.1, come on. For some reason I feel like Star Citizen has been utilizing more RAM than it needs. I mean, it's CryEngine, or technically the Star Engine, but like it was based on the CryEngine, and their goal was, like, the original CryEngine's games are like 20 kilometers square, maybe 30 if they're pushing it. That's smaller than craters in this game. It makes sense that it's going to use some RAM, to me.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. You are clear to launch.
20 gigs. I have 60, so it's not been a thing that bugs me. And also, with the amount of stuff that they're doing in this game, it would not surprise me if they needed more than the standard game needs as far as RAM is concerned. I'm not upset at a large usage of RAM for a game that has one load. Come on, fam. We gotta allow that. Like, I love the idea that once you have an icon that is... Ugh, they did a great job of this part. Like, being able to legit... I forgot what I was saying because how cool this is. Has used it before, I mean, actually stopping and going. Also, what you're saying is the new update takes up to 20 RAM, 20 gigs when it didn't before. Intriguing. Intriguing. I have the memory, please use it, basically. Is it all over the game or just in certain areas? I feel like a lot of the time it's certain areas. Certain areas are going to take a little bit more than others. That makes sense. Because, like, Hurston and Lorville, I feel like it's going to get you for RAM. Arcorp, going to get you for RAM. It's a gigantic city. But, like, once you're out in the black, very little in comparison. Because there's not as much stuff around you to be a problem. Okay, that is tight. I'm looking at another 32, see how much it costs. I can't complain, I'm sitting on 64. Area 18 is hammered for Invictus anyways. Sounds like the problem. Yeah. It's a tuning fork in Quantum. Occasionally. How much that Drake will be?
Yes. It will be yes.
What software do you use for face tracking? That's in the game, Hutzler. Like, the only thing that I'm using is a webcam. I think a lot of people ask this question, so let me start with this. Com swipe and head tracking. Scroll it down to the webcam, and then click calibrate. It's the webcam. It's adding the dots on its own. So there's no software. That's a part of the game. You ever been calibrated up? I mean, there's a keybind for resetting the calibration. Reset view on foot. Reset view is basically for like the advanced camera controls. Like I used the asterisk to reset the calibration of it. But like for the camera tracking, like let me just whoop, whoop, whoop. Quick button to take off the face, the helmet, and then asterisk resets it. That's it. I choose my webcam in the settings, and then calibration does it. That's it. I just choose my webcam. It's in the game. So once you install the game, it's already there. And if you're curious how I'm moving my head around right now, it's literally just me moving my mouse. So if I like hit the F4 key, which takes us into and out of the third person camera, this is what my character would see if it was first person. But in this view, it lets me, you know, be a little bit more emotive with my character. Because I feel like a lot of games, like when I'm taking my camera off and I'm not like on, like I don't move my head around as much because it messes with the FOIP for all intents and purposes. But in game, how cool would it be to be able to just, hey, yo, what up, fam? And then literally be talking to people with my character. And then even if I don't have my webcam on, or even if I don't have a webcam on the stream, people in the game would see this. It's beautiful. Found an issue report. Ooh. For what? The RAM? Interesting. Interesting. Mwahaha. I shall zoom in closer. Excellent. Okay, that's already fixed. Oh, hi, it me. I'm DJ. This is my character in Star Citizen. What's funny is that I literally just responded to somebody said, like, did you scan your face into the game? Nope, that just means I did a really good job making my character. Never started in big cities ever, even less Invictus, and you're stuttering now? I wonder how many people are parking C2s. I'm saying, with the police on smash. Get up in the block and then the solo in the dash. I'm saying, So yeah, if you want to use a webcam for FOIP in this game, just make sure it has at least 720p, 60 frames a second. I'm saying, 12 gig, all 12 gigs on Vulcan. What about SIGs? Like, oh, not SIG. What about DX? How much of it are using in DX? Just figured that was why I was constantly starting in Vulcan and not DX. Interesting. I would say check to see how much you're using in DX. Because that's a curiosity. Like, I know when I went to FSR, which is the AMD upscaling situation, the blur on depth of field was really bad. So I switched it back to SIGs, and it's fine. Also, I forgot that I turned this on. And the quality is very high. What is my... Okay. I'm playing in 4K, but it really can't really tell anything negative about how the quality of what we're playing right now, so I'm with it. I'm with it. It's time to go. Let's get it. Come on, hurry up. Cool down. Cool it down. Cool it now. 3, 2, 1. Cool. I'm saying,
Quantum drive is now off.
Alright, Omega 4, blah, 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 blah. Where's my, there it is. I was like, where's my icon? It is a whole lot easier to find those now than it was previously. Come on. Come on. Let me do it. Come on. No, you want to. Selected. I don't like that routing's not available. That's kind of offensive. It's kind of rude, actually. I saw which claim is that way, but it's supposed to be a different angle from where we're supposed to be going. Let's just speed it up then. Speed it up then. All right, let's not speed it up that fast. So I can get some more water because I'm fresh out of the agua. I had the feeling I might go past it when I stepped away. I was like, I'm not gonna be gone that long. It's not too far. A little bit of a loop of shame happens on occasion. Man, it's not very often I do the loop of shame in Star Citizen though. That was an elite thing. Appreciate you, Anonymous. Good to see you, fam. Planning on it. Damn it. That 14 went down to none real quick. Double loop of shame. All right, slow it down. I didn't slow down far enough. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Turn the cruise off. Hey, there we go. I'm so very happy that I didn't ram it, because that would have sucked. Pen, what is this about? What does the penning do? Oh, that is cool. Hold up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a screenshot if I ever saw one, fam. All right, so M, I think it is. No. Oh wait, we might want to be out of nav mode. Salvage mode. Put the gimbal on. Now I see what people are talking about with the salvaging. Because we are not getting much of the goods. What is the goal? It's an open static world online. It is a Star Citizen is an MMO sandbox, essentially. Sci-fi MMO space sim sandbox. There is no end game. Just do stuff. Like, what do you want to do? You want to be a pirate? You can do that. You want to blow up innocent people and take their ships? You can. I have a salvage ship. If somebody was with me right now and we wanted to go and fight pirates in the system and then salvage their ships and then sell the parts, we could do that. If you want to be a racer, there's racetracks all over the verse. If you want to be a bounty hunter, lots of missions for that. You want to be an investigator, you can go do investigations to find information on missing people. You can go search caves. There's animals now, so you can go and hunt Copian, which are a dog-like creature in the game. And then there's, I mean, it's not a regular dog-like creature. It's got like 6 eyes, and it will hunt you in packs and wreck your face. There's also Mareks, which is like birds, so you can go bird hunting. There's a lot of cool things to do in Star Citizen. Exclamation WISC is probably the most succinct way to describe what is Star Citizen, because that's what that whole command was made for. Because it's like, it's, depending on the day, I have a different description of what Star Citizen is, because I play different ways. So yeah, it's you got a lot of options, is what I'm saying. No. Actually, if somebody's on Twitch, exclamation WISC, please and thank you. That is a what is Star Citizen command. Yesterday was a crook. I wasn't purposefully a crook. I was doing investigation missions, and I went down to a planet where there was somebody who I was trying to go find because they were in a crashed ship. Normally, we don't see a whole lot of people in those crashed ships, and the people that were in there were wearing typically bandit gear. So I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna shoot you before you shoot me. They were security, so I got crime stat, and then I had to take 3 of them out because the other 2 were trying to bear down on me and fight me. I had just gotten up to like 70 grand, and it was 32K per guard that I took out. So I had to pay that. I technically didn't. If I would have just surrendered before I paid it, I would still have 70 grand. But I was like, let me just pay some of these down in the hopes that I lose this crime stat. Crime stat is basically your star rank if you're thinking in GTA terms. So like, I spent the rest of yesterday's stream in jail trying to mine, because that's how you get out of jail in this game. There's a lot that happens in Star Citizen. Turn the gimbals off. Okay, just want to flip around to the back side.
Phrasing.
Put the gimbals back on. Turn it on. Not the only way out of jail, surely. No, there's a full way to break out of jail. Koopa knows full well that you can break out of jail. I just didn't have the wherewithal to go through the whole path, because there's like a literal like get out of jail pass. Like you got like there's jumps to make, and then there's places to crawl through, and then like you can come out on the surface and then somebody can pick you up. I don't want to have to find somebody to pick me up and then spend all that time trying to figure out how to get out of jail. Although getting out of jail, I still would have had a crime stat, which means I would have still needed to go to somewhere like Korea Station so that I could get to a terminal that let me pay down my bounty. It's a lot, fam. Technically would have gone to Grimhacks, but then I still would have needed money to do that part. So I needed to go do jobs to do it. There's a lot to it. It's fancy. It'd be so cool if at 5 stars, send a Bengal after you. I mean, to be fair, at 5 stars, you get the whole server notified that you are a 5-star crime stat. And then everybody has the ability to hunt you down. Everybody on the server. And right now, up to 100 people can be on the server. So somebody is guaranteed to be ready to go hunt down a player character who they pinpoint where you are. They give everybody your location when it happens. So you have to fight off a whole server of people when it happens. So you want the one place to clear crime stat? There is. Like we could go to Grimhex. I cleared 2 of those problematic things at Grimhex. If I would have had like another 30 grand, just so I could have a little bit more left in the bank, I would have been able to pay that last one off too. Is that 2 cinch modules in a braid? There's 2 cinch right now. I had swapped it out for multiple of braids. Like since I have 2 of these, I feel like I have one that is like rented. And then I had 2. I took off the abrades of the rented one and then put it onto this one. But the problem is with the abrades, like after 3.23 came out, is that it's like too slow. Like too slow. Too slow. Security station on every planet you can clear crime stats on. All right, let me see. We got now we got to switch it to fracture mode. So this is one of the coolest parts about salvaging vehicles in this game. Boom! Break apart. Break into pieces. Break into pieces. Break into pieces. And then we switch to left Alt S. No, with the fracture. It's not fracture. Cycle tool mode. Right click. There we go. Disintegrate. Disintegrate the pieces. Where's my bar to show me the disintegration level? Where's my percentage at? Where that? Come on. Not too close. Is it too small? Is it just not disintegrating? Trawler modules now just fracture and run. Fair. Okay, so it's working. Interesting. I see you. What's up? Here's the cookie. Here's the cookie. I see you. I see you. Appreciate the alert. Come on, break it up. Break it up. Break it up. And he broke. I'm very intrigued because normally it has audio. Yeah, so now we know it's working because we see the little blur on the edges of it. User clearing UI for some things like scooping up salvage. I mean, to be fair, the UI for salvage was solid. There's just been something in this update that made it not as visible. Normally we hear it. Like I don't hear it. I'm very surprised at that. And like normally we hear that part. And like when you hover over it, you can see that it starts to like break down. So it's there. It's just that something audio wise in here. Unverified salvage missions that pay you to clean up a zip rusher. Usually when I run salvage, I feel like if they weren't so expensive to get, I would probably do more of those. So I think the last one I looked at was like 20 grand. All right, so now that we got that done, this mission's over. Pretty sure we just got all the pieces of that thing. Hey, yo. But they're not shooting at me, so something's good. That was unsettling a little bit because I didn't even know they were there. And they were just like chilling. There are ones that pay you instead of you paying. One for a cutlass, one for a conning, one for a hammerhead. Those are the ones I mean. Unverified. See, I see a lot of fees. Now this is for Connie Andromeda. I don't even think it was possible to scrap a Connie Andromeda without something like a reclaimer. The cleanup one. How far is it from here? Let's find out. I don't think I've tried to scrap anything this big. Because I felt like there was stuff that, like, below the size of a... There was a specific ship that you couldn't go larger than with the Vulture. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to work, but I'm going to try anyways. Because why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. Can't route. We need more gas. We don't got the gas. All right, so we could go to... All right, where's the closest place in between here and there? We could just go to Crew L5. Gas up there. At the beautiful Glen Station. Boom, boom. Boop, boop. Route. I'm so glad that there's situations where we don't have to press the button and like, go specifically do the thing. Like, no, no, no. We good. Time limit, got an hour to do them. About to pop in, fraction, disintegrate, hold is full, fly off and sell. Fair. I had not seen that there was ones that didn't cost money. I would have done these a whole lot more often if that was the case. I like money. I like money. I like money. I like money in the game. Come on. Had a hard time finding a place to sell RMC last night. I have heard that that is a thing, but I'm gonna try it anyways because construction material is, if we can still sell construction material, that just means don't scrape holes, just fracture and dip. Boom, 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 boom. Artcore was where I got lucky. Nice. I'd found that Orison was a place that I could sell stuff. It's just the problem of landing at Orison, because it took me a while to find the location I needed to sell the construction materials. And the RMC you can sell right next to, like right across from the dorms. So that's the thing. That was nice. Also, let's get back to the outside view. I do like looking at the ship from the outside because it's so pretty. Look at it.
Look at it.
So pretty. Also, if we need to go to Artcorp, we could do that. We could do that. We could easily do that. Boop, boop. New Babbage has spoiled me for selling. How so? Is it just easy to sell all the stuff at New Babbage? Like other locations not far off from one another? I'm trying to learn. Enlighten me, fam. Enlighten your boy. Blah, blah. Pharmacy and the other side are both really close to each other, plus the back door means you can avoid the tram.
Phrasing?
Nice. Real nice. Is that near with the where you get ground vehicles? Because if so, that makes perfect sense. You can land there. Elevator takes you right to the commons. Oh, that's what's up. Hurl 3. Nice. Just getting construction mat, selling at Hurl 3. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up? JB with the follow. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
This game is fire. Makes me wish I had a PC. I feel like
soon.
Make it happen. Save up for it. This game is worth it, in my opinion. But also, it's a bunch of other stuff on PC that you'll probably enjoy. It's dubs, fam. It's dubs. How much is it now? $40 and some change for the cheapest package right now. It's a lot. Matter of fact, boom. This is the lowest package right now you can get. $40. So you can get it now and then never have to worry about getting it when you get the PC. Because I feel like they're going to, once Squadron 42 completes, Squadron 42 is going to come back at $60, I feel like. And then 56 if you want the Avenger Titan. It's glorious. But you can have this game right now for $40 plus tax. Now, again, I would probably recommend getting the Titan version of that package for $50 and some change, but worth it. And yeah, if you do get it, that referral code right there, when you create your account, that would be appreciated. Because that referral code is basically, actually, I haven't showed it off in a while. Anybody who uses my referral code to get Star Citizen supports my ability to showcase ships in the game. We were talking about Squadron 42 earlier, so we had to showcase some of the other stuff. But actually, I literally have a tab specifically for it. Boom, referral program. So like, this is my current status. I have 338 people who have caught Star Citizen after watching me play it. Our next goal is to get to 500, which they give us an Anvil Terrapin and an Anvil Hurricane to show off in game, which I'm here for it. Where do you use it? You want to go to robertsspaceindustries.com. It's a long ass name, but that's the website to create your account and then use that referral code. And then for the people who have, like, we got a lot of referrals in the last few days. So since the 21st, we got a solid 7. We got Snapshot Sam, Vivid Shadow, J Rock, Dirty Kawaii.
Prime subscription.
Oh, snaps. Appreciate that. Subarino Zeb, the one. Welcome back.
This is the way.
This is the way. Appreciate you, fam. Give me some love, hype, and salutes and primes in chat. Please and thanks. And then we got Few Chase, Razorback Jack, and then Anthony Easy. And then people who copped it most recently. We got Hydrochloric back on April 18th. But the cool part is, if you want to play it right now, you don't have to pay anything to play it right now. It is free to play because of the event that's happening right now. So it makes perfect sense that those people signed up and didn't get a package because you don't need to. Yes, I'm on Twitch as well. It's like all you need to do is just show up. Go. Use the referral code. I mean, you don't have to use the referral code, but if you do, you get extra credit in game. You get 5K in-game monies for doing the thing. I'm a fan. Almost there. Let go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Let go. Let go. Right, quantum's off. Time to go. Quantum to our next destination. Alright, so right from here it is 19.1. Let's go here first. Once it gets done calming down. Once it calms it down. So it's 19 from back there. Still 19. Rude. Too close? Meh. Oh well. I feel like we can't be close enough. Oh, I needed to go here to get gas. That's what it was. I was like, man, why are we not going toward my location I need to be at? Because fueling up is probably a good idea. Might need to fuel up. Out of quantum fuel, so we should probably do the thing. All right, so we double checking here. Where's the station? Oh my. Oh, sweet, it was right there. Very nice. You know what, let's just go ahead and boost so we more are going this way than gonna end up sideswiping a massive asteroid. That's gonna hurt. No thanks. No thanks. Don't like. Almost. Come on. Gotta slow down. There it is. That's what I was waiting for, to meet that document request out the way real quick. Hey, let go. Are we on the right side? We are. Perfect. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. There we go. Put that landing gear down real quick so we don't accidentally a thing and then crash. Turn that cruise off. Okay, get in here and then fall back, land it.
Landing complete.
All right, so now let's see. We got let's go in here to vehicle. Oh no, landing. We restock real quick. Yeah, refuel quantum. Refuel your boy. Refuel boy. Make sure you had gas money. What did you do? Holy crap! $1 million, my dude?
Jeez.
Appreciate it. I was good on gas, man. Last day tomorrow for school. Hey, but it's summertime though. You get to experience summer. Dubs. All right, so let's get out of here. We got this. We need it. Let's request that docking. Let me out. Get to the maps. And go get this Connie taken care of. They let me route straight to the thing? Let's go. Okay. Tilt it around. Make sure that we got the space behind us. Yep. All right, cool. It's open. Okay. Take that landing gear up. We've been doing it already. Have a mill giveaway. Oh. The night core does work, fam.
Thank you. And please visit again.
If you're out doing like salvage, like I have had one salvage day in a vulture where I had enough stuff in the cargo bay that I sold it for like $250,000. Mark II or Firebird chat, that's a toughie, namaste. I know with the Mark II you can upgrade the top of it to put a turret in there. Trade runs, salvage runs, currently doing mining, everything makes cash pretty much. So like that Mark II can be beefy. Firebird, I've not dumped missiles at anybody yet. So I'm intrigued. Space Marine 2 is going to have a Helldivers-like mode. The sad part about all this is that at this point, moving forward, Helldivers is going to be a mode in a lot of games. Like, just like PUBG. Like, PUBG came out and made Battle Royale bigger than it was in a major way. Like, it existed in a Minecraft mod and it existed in an Arma 3 mod, but then PUBG came out and changed the game. What came next? Warzone. Apex, all kinds of games that have battle royale modes, but you cannot charge for a proper battle royale anymore because PUBG even went free. PUBG is the only one that can really even attempt to sell a sole battle royale experience. So at this point, what we got in Helldivers, the fact that it was a $40 game, leads me to believe that we're gonna, it's literally a map with locations that you wreck stuff in between the point you're at to the next point. You may have, it's a big spherical map. It is literally just like a battle royale, except it's co-op battle royale. It would not surprise me if this is going to be a mode in AAA games moving forward. What's your input on the X-Defiant game? I enjoyed X-Defiant when it was in its beta passes. And since I know it just came out the other day, I have already installed the game. I was intending to start with it today, but since we started late, I was just like, let me just hop into Star Citizen because reasons. So we may play it a little bit tomorrow morning before we get into Flagship Friday. We'll see. It's going to be nice. But yeah, X-Defiant. The only thing that makes me sad in regards to X-Defiant is that they canceled The Division Heartland. I had been excited for The Division Heartland. Who's hosting Flagship Friday? This guy. This guy. This guy.
This guy.
It me. Some more Flagship Friday this week. Noise, agreed. I would definitely take Heartland over X-Defiant easily. Every time. Every chance. Give it up. Hands down, no questions. Because Division Heartland is the... Woo! That game controller, though. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you, my dude. My dude. How you doing, man? I feel like I'm always excited for Division games and usually slightly disappointed when they come out. I mean, I feel like a lot of the Division games are based on a heavy amount of co-op. Like, if you go in with a squad, Division games are fantastic. If you don't have a squad, it could be better. X-Defiant is like a version of Rainbow Six. I feel like it's a fast-paced. It's a more fast-paced kind of Rainbow Six experience because Rainbow Six is very much a, oh, you got slept? See you next round. X-Defiant is like, hey, look, respawn, go do work. Not surprised about UB canceling good games. They tend to do that. When I was there was a ton of games that got shit canned that would still be good today. Oh yeah. The problem with most game development is that that's the process. You're gonna lose games that are fantastic games. Every time I see this, I want to like break the quantum, but then every time I try to reroute, I know that if I break quantum here, when it's at its shortest. Also, I think we have another step of going over to yellow after this, so like, calm down, self. Don't do it. I also remember the promise of being able to play on a tablet and feed intel to a fire team. That never happened. That would have been a great evolution of the Division. If they put that into Division 3, it would be smart. Hell, at this point, I don't even think they really need to remake the Division unless they just go into a different city. But that is definitely a thing that could have and should have been in the game. Would have loved it. But yeah, plenty of games that are bombed get canceled. Like it's not just Ubisoft that cancels games that would kill and do fantastic numbers. That happens everywhere. If you saw the amount of games that were canceled over the ages, if the games that were canceled were ever published to the world, there would be more canceled games than there are finished games. It's supposed to be in Division 1. Internally didn't work well. It was buggy AF, even on internal networking. I feel like that's the thing that makes sense as to why it wouldn't be there. It's like bugs. Like years ago, I would imagine having something that like was multiplayer. Oh, snaps, another one of them controllers. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you much. Sending that tutorial. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's get to this Connie and salvage it real quick. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Where that Connie? Go, 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 go. There it is. Where's that Connie? Okay, look, let's boost this real quick. Because they're going to send us sideways, and I don't need that right now. Like devices were not fast enough at the time. Internet speeds were not fast enough. When it did work, it felt like you were doing nothing. Yep. I think the problem with a mode of like having, I feel like not Command and Conquer, but there was like a Command and Conquer like game that was that sort of experience, right? Like where it was a somebody who was in charge sending orders to people who were on the ground doing the work. And there's been lots of those, but like it's really hard to get done right. And I think that's where we end up not really having a viable option in that space. All right, so let's see about
gift.
Damn, we got that galactic going. Appreciate you, my boy. Thank you very much.
God damn.
Appreciate you, man. I ain't seen that galactic in a minute. Also, the sound, I'm very glad that we got that functional to hear the sound effect that I literally recorded specifically for the galactic gift. It was nice. Excited about it. Sadly, you won't see that too much from the AAA market in the modern age because it's more about profit. What the hell? Okay, I was worried that there was a ship out here. I was like, hold on. AAA is too afraid of stuff just not working out, which is why I feel like nobody in the AAA space made something like Helldivers. And why it's going to be a mode moving forward. Because, like, no AAA company would have tried their hand at making a battle royale. Not at all. All right, so let's let me turn the gimbal off. Or the gimbal on, but let me turn off the left side. Is it? Nope. Just lower that speed a little bit. The depot is full. Since when? How? Crime stat rating increased. Oh crap. We got a level 2 from this. Let me just go ahead and break this joint because hopefully we can leave. So Alt S. And then nope. Alt W. You can meet me in jail? Maybe. Also, when did my depot get full? Whew. This is gonna suck. Badly, it's gonna suck. Hurry up. Also, my depot was not full. I was at like 1 unit. I'm not very concerned. The max lift. Let's go. When did we get that much RMC? Unless we got from an arrow, fam. There's no Earth where we got that much from an arrow. Auto eject. Go start. I love the, oh, you can meet me in jail. No. Halo ODST, Helldiver mode would have been amazing. It truly would have. If that would have been Halo, we would. They already had the lore. It like when I played it, it was like literally, wait, this is ODST. Huh. Nice. Also, if this is RMC, we may not be able to get the chance to do anything with this. I'm still very confused as to where the depot filled up. Wasn't full originally. Even the Helldivers mode Destiny would work. Yeah. Too heavy to pick up. Lies. I mean, by hand, yeah. Will you be in a particular individual in jail? Get you a jail job? Wouldn't want any Call of Duty though, strangely enough. I mean, it would make sense in Call of Duty, but they would have to dump enemies. Like, dump enemies. I would like to see something like it in Gray Zone. Like to where they just spawn a sick amount of enemies in Gray Zone, and then you just like, you gotta fight them. Like you gotta fight your way out to an objective. Just like you get in a chopper and you get taken to a separate location. Come on, that would kill it. Colorado Springs would likely be considered the alternate command post if DC was to fall. Then the studio can use Peterson and Cheyenne Mountain as possible locations. I wonder if this was in the depot before this update and they just didn't show me initially. I'll talk about BO6 rumors for COD, Black Ops 6. I mean, I feel like at this point, when it comes to games doing new things, a lot of it is taking what works and what has proven to work and then using it or expanding upon it. So like seeing a Black Ops game have like a Helldivers mode that fits Call of Duty would make perfect sense. I wish the depot was as large as it was originally. I feel like the depot was like way bigger previously. But also I could just be wrong and be wanting a bigger depot just because I want a bigger depot. I think that's everything. Yep. And my ship's going. I don't think I've ever seen getting this much crime stat off of a single ship. Like just like trying to salvage it a little bit. Like what? Just like that? Like say word? Will it even let me fracture something as big as a Connie? Let's find out. Never gotten a crime stat from these missions, and it may just be busted. Crime stat in prison gameplay is a little screwy right now. Yeah, because I have 2 crime stat from trying to scrape this a little bit. Talk about never expected. I would have never expected to be able to break up a Connie. All right. They used to tell you how much you can expect to yield. 9.2 SCU. That's a lot. Also, I love the fact that you can literally break a ship apart like this and then fill up your depot and then like dump out the boxes from the depot, and then once you dump them out of the depot, fill the depot again before you leave. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That is a cool looking bubble over that, man. Golly. What up, OC? Forever cold. You so cold, you so cold, you so cold. Whoa. Somebody knows that song. And you use the tractor beam well in the hangar now. What? Really now? Good enough. Hey. Now that is 33 SCU. Far too much right now. When? The Merlin is out here, yo. The Merlin is his whole thing out here. I would have never thought to be able to just look up at a Merlin and possibly break that joint up. And I'm pretty sure we got to fracture it first. I feel like you shouldn't even have to fracture that at that point. You can EVA to it and fly off. Well, if I would have looked at that before I started fracturing it, that would have been good. That would have been good to test out. Also, I love the fact that you can scrap the guns. It should not make me happy, but it does, though. It does. All right, so we have way too much to try to fracture this one, or to try to disintegrate this one for now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dump as many of these boxes as we can out of the cargo bay. Why'd you get a crime stat? I don't know. I scraped the beginning of it, and they were just like, no. So technically, this was a pirate mission, so it makes sense that it might have just been not nice. Is the vulture available to buy in game? I feel like it is. Happy with the steps involved. I got to do it on a big ship. Some of my pics posted on social. What? I did not. Oh, wait. I think you did a bunch of stuff that you tagged. Did you tag me and Smash did a bunch of stuff? Because if so, you were busy. So a Scorpion salvage mission and got 11K for the guns alone. Damn. Auto eject. We don't have space in here for 9 boxes. We do have enough space in here for 6. And if we can, like, finagle them over here, maybe 8. Bring it back a little bit. Push it to right there, and then push. Let it go. Can somebody else confirm? Because I feel like you were able to get the vulture in game, but I also don't like being a liar. So if that is the case, please clarify in chat. I would like to not be a liar today, if possible. I'll confirm. Disco, what up? Hashtag Westside. Also, fam, if you don't know who Disco Lando is, fix it. Literally, we watched Inside Star Citizen when we started today. Go follow Disco. Okay, rotate that a little bit. Yeah. Do I need this gigantic multi-tool for this part? No, not at all. I've cleared the conveyor belt. Continue objecting. Do your job. Do your job. Give me this. Bring it back here. Clear that space. Yeah. All right. I feel like the slash shout out should work because of the bot. It's a weird sitch because I'm silly. All right, so let me move back this way and then pull this like so, and then up, and then rotate it a little bit, and then push it straight back there. Done. And then give me this. Do the same thing. Come on, get back here. What are you doing? There we go. It's gonna be a tight fit. Hey, we got Disco Lando gifted a sub courtesy of D'Artagnan. Appreciate the support.
This is the way.
Thank you. Give Disco Lando a follow. Dirt will tell true facts. Also, if you like Disco, would you mind if I used your face as an emote? The smirk that you put up with a at this time Disco didn't know about the Drake versus Kendrick beef. That would be an honor, sir. And we will delete an emote. Also, put your DJK Sean's in chat, please and thanks. Because Sean gave us the permission to put an emote in ages ago. And I just want to have Star Citizen devs as emotes if at all possible, because y'all know how we do. Oh, and we fit them all in here. Let's go. Technically, I thought we had 9.33, but that did include the 3.3 that were RMC. So technically, it's not wrong. Also, let me check my inventory real quick. I do still have the med device. Okay, cool. That's why I got the med devices, because I had somebody was asking about the two-handed tractor beam earlier, and I was like, no, we good. The real Disco, yeah, City Robo. When I was lucky enough to go to Gamescom a couple times, I got to hang out and chat with Disco. And if you've heard me suggest the phrase "a rising tide raises all ships," and every time I talk about it is because I learned that from Disco. Like I never heard that term that I remembered until Disco said it, and I've been using it ever since, because when games like this win, space and sci-fi win. That's when people are like,
which do you choose, Star Citizen or Starfield?
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Why do we have to choose which space game does well when we could just have space games doing well? I feel like we all win in that case. That's just me though. I'm silly like that. Now the question is, can we land with can we land at like Seraphim with a crime stat level 2? Thank you for the follow. That Jack with the follow, appreciate you. Heresy? What? Nonsense. They're playing Starfield right now and loving it because it's great. They just put out a new update to make the surface maps beautiful. It's beautiful. Like the game is great. If you've ever played a Fallout game, you should know what to expect with Starfield because it's literally the Bethesda formula. It follows the formula that they've been making games for like 20 years. Let's pick one game and only play that. I don't understand that. Especially with stuff like Game Pass. Play whatever you want, fam. Play all of the games. Also, Starfield is fantastic. Like if you know that it is not Call of Duty and you want to go play an RPG that just so happens to be a first-person shooter, it's great. I need a joking / sarcasm font. I mean, true. I had the feeling that you were joking about the heresy. I had the feeling that was a joke. You were good, fam. You good. Also, lulls or DJK lols. It's always a good idea. All right, so we lost a whole lot on that, but we're good. What about Fortnite? Nothing wrong with Fortnite. I was lucky enough that I had to play Fortnite before Fortnite launched. Because I was at the time playing a lot of Paragon. If you've ever heard of Paragon, which was Epic Games' third-person MOBA, which is now developed by, is published by Level Infinite, I think. It is now predecessor because Epic Games stopped development on Paragon once Fortnite blew directly and immediately upward and sky high. So I was lucky enough to play Fortnite like a month or two before it launched as the first free battle royale. Want me to pick you up outside, Kleisher? I mean, the question then becomes, can I land somewhere with a crime stat of 2? Although, to be fair, we could just go to Grimhex. If we can land at Grimhex, we can pay off the fine now. So if we can get there and land without somebody trying to take us out, we can pay off that fine since the homie passed us a mill earlier. Appreciate that, by the way, fam. Appreciate you for that millie, Krult. Oh wait, I should probably be in. I'm still not used to this yet. I know I should be. Not. Working on it. I'm gonna try to be. It's gonna take a long time. I've been playing this game and been used to like being able to just see these without having to be in this mode for too long. And I had to stop myself from holding B to jump just now. And so the RMC at Grim 2 really now can land at the space station. I don't want to take chances. So if I can land at the space station without getting blown up, I'll do that because Grimhex is literally the place you go to get blown up. And yes, OC Forever Code, this is called Star Citizen. It is a space sim that is very much a sandbox. You do what you want, how you want to do it. Like, you want to be a criminal, you can do that. You may go to jail. Like, I spent a lot of yesterday in jail because I went and did an investigation, and the security guards that were at the ship that I found were wearing bandit gear, and they were just like, "Hello, citizen, how are you?" I didn't even hear them talking. I just saw them, and I was like, "Oh, they're bandits. They gotta go." Slept one. It sucked. Left click is easier, just not in muscle memory yet. Literally, every time I do it, I'm like, this is so much faster. It's just the issue of like, how many years have we been using Hold V to do it? A lot of years. But yeah, I took out a security guard, and there was 2 other security guards in there. So once I got that first crime stat level, they saw me, and if they're proper security guards, they're like, "Hey, look, you're a criminal. We got to get you." So I had to sleep that second one. And there was another one in there, and he was like, "Oh, a criminal." I was like, "Crap, now I got to shoot him too." So I shot him too. And it didn't end well. It didn't really end well, because then I got, ended. It wasn't pleasant, but it's what needed to happen. Let's get DJK, the space, the sci-fi, respect, Kendrick Lamar. Voice him like that. Judge not a book by its cover, but by the content of its pages. True, but also, if you want to be a pirate, you can. You can go do pirate missions all day, every day. Is it a good idea? I mean, it's a personal choice, but you can. Where is the place that I'm trying to go? I feel like the place that I said is not the place that I'm getting sent to right now. Let me double check it. Is that still where I'm routed to? So I feel like it's right here. It should just be like a straight shot. No, it's these are orbital markers. What are they at though? Okay, let me turn, baby, turn. There it is. Just had to turn around a little bit. Drake or Kendrick? Kendrick, easy. Like Drake got murked. When Oscar Mayer roasts you, just wrap it up, fam. Just wrap it up. Just wrap it up. Just nah. When Oscar Hot Dogs puts out a BBL Glizzy, BBL Glizzy, it was a rap. And they tagged Drake in it. Like, that was very much, if you remember the Juggernaut cartoons and voice acting, catch a mother mustard. Zap you dumb ass. Like, you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut. They hit him with everything about it. Drake made the same mistake he did against Pusha T after he went after Kendrick went further. Oh no, you don't. You don't. That's why like families have always been out of the beefs. Always. You never bring family into it because the minute you do, it's a wrap for you.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Do I know Eminem? No. I don't know him personally, but Eminem is going to go down in the Hall of Fame as one of the best MCs to ever touch a mic. If you dress like a pirate, I'm open to fire. Basically, Herbert, also, what up? Drake said something about Pusha T's wife. It's the only reason why he made Story of Adonis. Golly. You would think that would have been a lesson learned. Also, still, the idea that Drake's getting roasted inside Star Citizen, hashtag Westside. That will never not be funny to me. He raps fast. Oh, ridiculously so. One of the fastest. One of the best lyricists in the game.
Landing gear down.
That's the idea. Close. That's a tight fit. That's a tight fit. But we made it work.
Lego.
Lego. Guess he was trying to strike a chord. Probably a minor. Oh. Oh my goodness. How does the mirror work? Genuine question. Reflection. Genuine quick answer. Probably got a weird case. Why is he? Probably hired a little sister from him. Kendrick's such a savage, man. Melted that dude's whole career. Like, he can't put a track out after that. Like, he got to disappear for a year. Like, low key, do nothing for a year. And he just can't even acknowledge that this beef existed. Might have to call it quits. Stop playing. Call me the elevator. Call it.
Call it.
I was worried. I was like, oh no. Just in the convo I had after Not Like Us having filmed the hosting 5 weeks ago. I'm sure it was great. Break. That's it. Yep. You know, just never. Just you can't show your face. Just don't even show up. Don't just low key. That's the only option is radio silence. I've seen Carnival by Kanye. No, if it's recent, just gotta see your face. You heard Meet the Grams fan. I was. Fam, I have never, like, just what? It is a hard listen. Like when you hear like, oh, I have not listened to anything recent Kanye, which hurts because I'm from just outside Chicago, so like always wanna look up Kanye stuff. Nah, we don't know more. Sadly, like the songs that are in my head from Kanye, they will forever be stuck in my head from Kanye. But beyond that, $32K for the towing accidentally, golly man. Savagery is what that is. Luckily, we got no crime stat now, so there's that, which is nice. Chance the Rapper working on new stuff in the sounds like acid rap era. Chance, oh, this is about to be another classic real quick. All right, get that Bulger action, let go, and then cannot sell any of it. I mean, luckily, we're still right above Orson. We could just drop down to Orson since it's right here. Because I didn't want to test going down to Grim Hex, because people shoot people at Grim Hex. It was hooking a tractor beam to it. Got it? Yep. The tractor beam and the scrape. Which actually makes sense because it was very much a legal vessel. And I took an illegal mission because I wanted to make sure to get enough cash without having to do too much. Like, once I got the milli, it was like, all right, we don't have to go to Grim Hex. But otherwise, I would have just gone to Grim. Grim Hex, where you go to get robbed, basically. It's where you go to lose your ship. What ship? What are those? I don't even remember what hangar we were in, so let's just go through a bunch of them. It's probably 3 or 2. Why am I even at that? 2 or 3, so let's see. That's a lot of hangars. Let's start with 1, just in case. Definitely not 1. I'll be in my boxers. I mean, that's why I made sure to add the hex, man. Calm down. I'm not trying to see in your jaws, man. So close. So close. Whoa. All right, it was 4. Great. I need to start looking at the hangar that I'm in before I leave the ship anymore. Is my ship making that noise?
No, sir, I don't like it.
And the door was still open. Golly. We're about to get robbed. You don't want that ship no more, bro. You don't need a ship. All right, so I feel like we can drop down to Orison, sell off our results, and then that'll be a wrap for the day. Also, Fame Shoes, go follow Disco. We got Maori Nerd. Appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. How was your stream? What were you up to? If you've never been here before, hi, I'm DeejayKnight. We're currently rocking down some Star Citizen because Star Citizen, I feel like that's reason in and of itself. It's a game that's worthy of no requirements of reasons. Who's your favorite rapper? That's a toughie. It's a real tough one because
you are clear to launch.
My first thought is immediately DMX. And Nas, Kendrick has made the list. Like, he been on the list, but like he just reminded us why. Pac. Man, can't forget Doom. Like, it's tough, man. There's too many choices. Too many fantastic choices. All right, wait. I already set the marking of it. So speed it up.
Thank you. And please visit again.
And we do not go through the loop. Landing gear up. I always forget to get the landing gear up because I'm silly like that. I'm silly like that because I'm silly like that. Check out your ship for stowaways. We're literally jumping from here to Orison, which if they gonna take something from my ship, and it's not like we're leaving a comms zone, like an armistice zone, so they're not gonna be able to do nothing. And then if I store it, and they're boned. So I'll give a quick walkthrough when we land, but like, only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Interesting. I was not expecting them to give me another jump. Huh. I'm here for that though. Let's go. Let us actually go. Now, where's the hub that a bunch of stuff is connected to? Because I always have issues landing at Orison because I always have issues finding the one thing that everything else connects to. But you connect, I think that's it. That's it right there. Yeah. That looks like it. More like it is. If it's not that, it's like that. Because it's like a bunch of stuff connect to it. I'm trying to see if I see a tram. That's definitely one of the guaranteed ways of finding the right place. Now, part of me wants to go over to that space just because I see another ship, but it doesn't look like the right hub. It looks like one of these is going to win that out.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Hey, I was right. What armor set? The Nightfire. The Nightfire is basically the official armor of the Night Corps, because there's not any that I can remember black and orange armors. So like the Nightfire is black and orange, and it's got flames on it. Like, let's go. Of course I know who Lil Wayne is. Man, he definitely should. That's why top 5 rappers is tough, because I literally just listened to like Wayne's discography, or at least Carter 4 when I was on the way down to San Antonio last week. And dude, so fire, man. Like, this dude has lyrics that just like, how did you even come up with that? Gear's not down. Let me fix that.
Landing gear down.
Cause like one of my favorite lines in the history of hip hop, real G's move in silence like lasagna, which is wild because like technically the G in lasagna isn't silent. It's why it rolls. The nya. I am not sure because I don't remember the name of most of the tracks I listen to. So fly, I got arachnophobia, right? Like, Wayne is next level. I wonder if that's a track that Wayne and M were on that just like, you can't even have him on a track. So the idea that Wayne would have him on a track and then still do numbers. Wait, let me make sure like I ain't see nobody in my ship. Why are you pointing that weapon at me? Okay, it's not at me. Let me make sure ain't nobody just like hopping in my cockpit real quick, like, because if somebody tried to get in my ship and then try to dip with it, we're gonna fight. Them's fighting words. There, yup. I think of late text. Ooh. I just heard a track that had Wayne and John Legend that I had never heard of before, and I had the Carter 4 when it came out. So like I was like, what? Where did that even come from? How did that even happen? All right, so let me do this real quick before I forget, because if I don't, I'm gonna be mad at myself. Let's go ahead and click that. Ooh, store that. There we go. So now if somebody is in my ship, they're not anymore. Goodbye.
Am I in DJ's ship? Not anymore.
Not anymore, you're not. The one thing I'm excited for the most in this game is, I mean, technically, since this was my home station before, we could just take the helmet off and just like put it in local storage. It'd be fine. Because we need water. We're at 34%. We thirsty. I'm on my midday thirsts. Because it's midday and I'm thirsty.
Nice choice.
Drink it. Am I still holding it even? No. Rude. Gimme. Drink it. There it is. Sip, sip. Do I watch the NFL? Not as much as I used to. Oh man. Who's your favorite player? Oof. That's too tough. Who's your favorite? Devontae Adams. Fair enough. Why am I still holding this bottle of water? Because I didn't put it away. I'm silly. Store it. Store it. Place. Why aren't you ducking? I didn't throw it. I'm mad. I wanted to throw it and it wouldn't let me throw it. All right. Didn't work. Favorite team is the Packers, but they're not on the Packers anymore. I understand that. That pain. My favorite team is the Bears. Always gonna be the Bears. No. No. It's pain being a Bears fan. So it sucks that our favorite teams are opposing, but at the same time, it's still for the love of the game. Waiting for my med chip to go live. Which one? Because I know there's the Medivac or the Apollo. I think it is the Apollo. Super Bowl Shuffle is still ingrained in my memory. I mean, it is. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl Shuffle. Sometimes it's just like that, man. Apollo Triage? Yep. Why? Man.
Enjoying the view? Our recently redesigned
Oh wait, I did want to be in the shuttles. Also, why? Can I make it? Nope. That's going to the dorms. We don't want to go to the dorms. I think that's the first time I've seen them arc up like that. Vision Center, Providence platform. I think we do want to go to Providence. And then, dorms? Who's your favorite team? Bears. That's what I was saying. Like, it sucks that our favorite teams are opposing, but I mean, it's the game. Been at it. Arizona 22 years and I still call Chicago home because can't get Vienna-style dogs in many places. Although one of the most surprising things that's happened to us recently here is that there's Portillo's in Texas. When I tell you I'm surprised, sky high surprise, because Portillo's is dubs every time. So I feel about New York. I mean, it's some places you just live and you just can't not love. The people from Cheyenne, Philly, when they move, miss the food and open in a place that makes it basically, because you have to. Because people who are from there know how delicious it is. And if you don't know how delicious it is, here, look, let me enlighten you. And then once you taste it, it's like, you eat this? Let's go. Fam, I want nothing more than an Italian combo dipped right now. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you are missing out. Fam, like, if you ever get the chance to get an Italian combo dip, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Italian beef, Italian sausage on a hoagie, dipped in the au jus from the Italian beef. And yeah, even you get the au jus on the side, you dip the sandwich in the au jus so that way it's mostly dry. and then you can pick it up without having to get your hands wet. You just dip it before you bite it. Either way, let's go. And what's funny is, as somebody from Chicago, I have love for both New York and Chicago pizza, but so many people are just like, this is superior. No, that's superior. It's like, I don't care, man. Which one is good pizza? Which one is pizza right now? Which one can I eat right now? That's the pizza that I care about. That's the pizza I want. All right, so we started at 963. I think. No, after?
I need Diagnostic Unit 12 to report to the alignment
So now pay some. And then. Okay, so we did not get an updated to our cache. Like, okay. Oh, it did. So it was 963. It's 975 now. And then we go back to the dorms to sell off the RMC, and then we're done. Best style of pizza is the one in my hand. That is the sentence. The best style of pizza is the one that I can eat right now. Why would it be anything else? Because there's times where a folded New York slice is exemplary. There's also times where one credit per unit. That's interesting. There's also times where, man, you give me a fork and a thick crust, deep dish, and I'm the happiest of campers. Like, it's dubs either way. Legit got jealous of Smash. She got to move there. I'm gonna try to see Smash when I go back to see my little sister. Sister Knight is still in Chi-Town. My dad's still in Chi-Town. So, like, we should be visiting soon. I ain't seen my niece in a while. She's getting too big. Have to show you something you need to see? All right, what you got?
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Blah, blah, blah.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Prepare to be mind blown. Is it Star Citizen related?
Providing connections to all major platforms, Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and convenient transit
Come on, let
to
go.
all visitors
Let go.
aboard the Ors Skyway shuttles. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Space Marine 2 multiplayer trailer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There it is. The stop we need.
Last call for
Base
passengers.
game's not 70s, 59.99 like the old days. Okay. It's my favorite video game. Ooh. This. For real, for real. I feel like there's a lot of games that I put a lot of time in, and I feel like I played this more than all of those. Like, so my favorite current game, this, and it's not even done yet. So I fear when it gets complete, what my free time looks like. If we're talking about of all time, WCW versus NWO World Tour on the N64. That game is classic. The amount of customization and really it's the depth of the wrestling. No game has properly got the wrestling right since the AKI engine. Nobody. And I love the new ECW, I think it is, game. Like, it's great, but like, it's not the same. Like, there's something about no demand at 14K a unit. Don't care. Go ahead and give me that money. There's just something about playing a game that has the depth that game has that is undeniable. Because no matter what position you're in, there's a move for it. And there's games that try to do that now. It's never the same. Never is. Because, like, If you're in the world, if you're in the corner standing, there's moves, a series of moves. If you're in the corner kneeling because you're sitting, there's moves. If you're in the corner laying down flat, there's moves. If you're out from the corner laying diagonal from the ropes, there's different top rope options for all of it. Stuck in the crafting screen saying collect. There's nothing to collect, so I can't even salvage right now. Have you stored it and then pulled it back out? Have you played Roblox? Yes. Roblox is impressive because it's a game that allows you to make other games inside of it. That's pretty nice. It's like, I feel like that game held the space that I feel like Fortnite mods are going to start taking since Epic Games opened up Fortnite to have mod modes that you can rock. All right, fam. I got to slide. It is now 5:59 p.m. and we got somewhere to be. We got some celebrations to be had at home. So I'm going to be sliding off right now before we, it's like no time to do anything else. No time to do anything else. Roblox is a sweatshop for kids. I mean, it's no different than Minecraft, fam. Like, the only difference is that Roblox can make you money as a kid. So y'all be excellent to one another. Be amazing as always. This is what y'all do. I already know it. But let's go see if we can drop somebody some love real quick. As always, if you follow, cheered, tipped, subbed, resubbed, lurked, rated, gifted subs, you are an entire boss of a human. And I appreciate the fact that you would even show up in here, because I'm just a dude who likes to play video games. It means a lot to me that you would come and hang out while we explore the verse, because we're never gonna not explore the verse, especially with the updates to 3.23. I can't wait for the PI wanted mission to come back. I need it. I legitimately need it. Why? Because yes, that's why. Sure, the free fly will be fine. I mean, probably. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people playing right now. It's a lot of people playing. But let's see who we're gonna spread the love to. Let's see. Who have I not rated in a while? You know who we haven't rated? Let's see. Let's drop some love on Enterprise. We haven't rated Prize in a while, and he is currently rocking out with some Star Citizen as well. So let's go do that. As always, I appreciate you. I think 4.0 by Free Fly. I'm expecting it. I feel like that's a good guesstimate. All right, fam. Be excellent to one another. Seriously, I appreciate you. Love your faces. Love your butts. See you soon. I'm out. Let's go show some love to Enterprise. See you tomorrow.